One of the toughest problems Wyatt Earp had to repeatedly contend with in taming the wild and lawless cowtown of Wichita was mob rule, when otherwise respectable citizens, and some not so respectable, tried to take the law into their own hands.
Where's that coffee, Tex?
On up.
Morning, Shorty.
Howdy do.
How's things at the Rainbow Ranch? Some coffee?
No thanks. Well, we're losing cattle now and then.
You're not the only one. Every ranch of the 100 miles of Wichita has been losing cows lately.
Including us.
Well, maybe the rustling's over with now, after what I just seen.
What'd you see?
I seen Bill Slocum in a gully out between the Salt Flats and Miller Creek.
Well, that's our range.
He had a fire going and a cow roped on the ground.
Whose cow? One of his?
No, Duke. One of yours.
What?
Yeah. I seen the brand plain on her hide.
Maybe Bill Slocum's been doing all this rustling all along, Duke.
Sure looks like it. Using the running iron, I reckon.
Now, I didn't exactly see him use the running iron. It might be that he had that cow tied up for some other reason.
Sure. Why else would he have a fire going? Unless to heat up an iron to change a brand.
Yeah. Why else?
You know, we ought to make a call on Bill Slocum. Teach him the error of his ways, Duke.
Sit down, Shorty.
No thanks, Duke. I gotta go back to Rainbow. So long, fellas.
Thanks for the information,
So long.
Shorty. Now we get that river bottom land that Bill Slocum claims is his for nothing.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's a good thing we got Shorty for a witness.
Sure is. No one would believe it if one of my riders claimed he saw Bill rustling. Tex, you better get the boys. We're going to a party.
Where do I pick up Bill? At his ranch?
No, he'll be at the cattlemen's meeting this afternoon in Wichita. We'll take him in hand there.
You think that's a good idea? Wyatt Earp might cause us some trouble.
This happened out of town. It isn't any of Earp's business. And if he's as smart as people claim he is, he'll be looking in the other direction when we pick up Bill.
You're the boss.
Is the meeting over? Hi, Moss. Bill?
What?
Mr. Delaney, how'd the meeting end up?
Oh, like all meetings, a lot of talk, no action. Me, I'm a man who wants a little action.
Like what?
Well, I'd rather not say. But one thing I do know, if I lose many more cattle to the rustlers, I'm going into bankruptcy.
Maybe you ought to hire a couple of range detectives yourself.
There you are, Moss.
No, I can do my own detecting. If I catch anyone following my herds around, I'll string them up to the tallest tree in Kansas.
That wouldn't be very wise, Mr. Delaney.
You got a better idea?
Yeah, you catch anybody rustling, you ought to turn them over to the proper authorities and let them give them a fair trial.
Fair trial? Why, the courts would let a man like that go scot-free 9 times out of 10.
Well, if he's innocent, naturally. You forget that all of us are innocent until proven guilty. I'll see you.
Yeah. Well, it's plain to see he's got no cows to lose. Earp or no Earp, if I catch me a rustler, I'm going to see just how far his neck will stretch. Well, so long, Bill. Say hello to the wife and the young'uns.
All right.
Going somewheres, Bill?
Going into that saloon if it's any of your business, which it ain't.
Says he's going in for a drink, Duke.
You haven't got time for that drink, Bill. There's your horse. Get on.
What's the idea of pulling a gun on me?
Get on your horse like Duke says.
him on his horse.
Where are we taking them, Duke?
The Cottonwood Grove and Cowskin Camp.
Quiet. Duke Wilson and his boys just buffaloed Bill Slocum. They're taking him out of town. I heard Duke say something about the Cottonwood Grove at Cowskin Camp. Looks like they planned to lynch Bill.
You all set, Tex?
All set, Duke.
Shorty Beckett saw it all, so we have proof, if we need it.
No use my telling you you got the wrong man. You know who's been doing the rustling around here.
Much obliged for the river bottom land, Bill. After you slip the noose over his head, I'll hit the horse.
Get the rope off that horse and turn it loose.
You're sticking your nose into something that's none of your business, Wyatt.
Well, I figure lynching's every man's business, Duke.
Your authority don't extend beyond the town limits of Wichita.
You must be mistaken. Seems to me I got quite a lot of authority right here in my hand. You can't kidnap a man on our main street and bring him out here to hang him, or did somebody forget to tell you that? All right, Tex, cut him loose. I said cut him loose!
That's for past favors.
Man's a proven rustler, you know that.
Yeah, who proved it?
Shorty Beckett saw him using a running iron on one of my cows this morning.
Why, you...
Take it easy, Bill. That's hard in the knuckles. Go on, climb on your horse. We'll start back to town.
Well, I guess we know now how you feel about rustlers, Mr. Wyatt Earp.
Look, proof of a man's guilt is only decided by a court of law. If you get any charges to bring against Mr. Slocum, you do it in the proper manner. And we'll have a trial by judge and jury. They'll decide whether your charges are true or not. That's the way civilized people do it, Duke, just in case you're interested.
You haven't heard the last of this.
What are you gonna do about it, Duke?
Tex, you hightail back to the ranch with the boys and get your guns. Meet me at Allen's Corner about an hour before sundown.
All right.
Heard about things like lynching parties, but that was too close. Wyatt, ever had anything like that happen to you?
No. Never worn a noose yet, but I think there are a lot of boys around Wichita that got some hemp all picked out for me.
Mighty awful feeling. You can't do anything about it. You can't reason with anybody. You can't convince them.
Well, I tell you, Bill, half the trouble of being a marshal is trying to protect men from lynch mobs.
If it hadn't been for you, I'd be dead right now. Sure. And what would they have done to those guys if they had lynched me?
Well, they've been arrested, tried.
Sure, and I'd have been dead. And the law would have just pointed their finger at them and said, you're bad, bad boys. Isn't that right?
No, you're wrong. They'd have been found guilty. Now, come on, get hold of yourself. Try to think of something else.
All right. All right, what do I do now?
You stay here in jail under my custody. Till I can prove your case one way or the other.
Stay here in jail. You just got through telling me that one of your biggest troubles is keeping away lynch mobs. If you keep me in there, they're bound to try and get me.
Now, look, cool off and try and forget about it. You're going to stay here.
Getting out of here. Now, look, if I'm going to die, I'm not going to do it like a sitting duck. I'm going to take someone with me. Wyatt, you saved my life. I don't want it to be you. Now, get out of my way.
I didn't think you'd fall for anything like that. You know, that gun isn't loaded.
I know that trick, and I know it's loaded.
Well, if I were you, I'd break it open and make sure.
I know that trick, too, and I know it's loaded.
Are you sure, Mr. Slocum?
Don't make me pull the trigger, Wyatt.
You know, I keep that gun unloaded because it's a good test on prisoners. I've had a couple of them pull the trigger on me.
You're bluffing. I'm sorry, Wyatt. I could have killed you. I'm sorry.
No, I don't think you wanted to really pull that trigger.
No, I guess it didn't. What, doesn't that prove to you I'm innocent?
No, it just proves you're not a murderer. It's a long road from rustling cattle to shooting a man in cold blood.
But I am innocent.
Then you ought to be willing to stand trial. The lynch mob, they don't go by the law and they don't go by evidence, but the judge and jury will.
How do I know
Settle
that?
it in court, Bill. Otherwise, you're going to have that thing hanging over your head the rest of your life, and I can't keep you in protective custody forever.
All right, put me on trial.
Good. I'll make the arrangements with Judge Jewett.
What? Sure want to thank you.
Come on, I'll put you in. So.
Well, thanks, boys. I'll tell the marshal.
Where?
Duke Wilson and his men are in the joints around Keno Corner talking up a mob to come after Bill Slocum.
I had the scheduled time pretty well. That's why I'm eating supper now. I didn't think I'd have time for it later.
He's got a lot of half-drunk troublemakers ready to follow him.
Drunks usually make up the major portion of any mob.
You might need the townspeople to back you up. Shall I ring the triangle, Wyatt?
No, don't ring the triangle. I think the best way to handle a lynch mob like this is for me and my deputies to try and reason with them. If I had a mob backing me up, too, it's liable to bring on the fight they're all spoiling for. Cause wholesale slaughter on both sides. Come on. Here they come.
That's far enough.
You're digging your own grave, Wyatt. We want Bill Slocum. Now get out of our way or we'll mow you down.
Duke, you take one more step toward me and I'll kill you.
Go on, Duke. Don't let that Tim Horn bluff you.
If any of you think I'm bluffing, just take one step forward. I got 5 slugs in here and 2 barrels loaded with buckshot to spray both sides of the street. Between them, I don't think I could miss more than half of you. Well, Mr. Delaney, I'm surprised to see you with this irresponsible bunch. Most of them half drunk, all of them just itching to string somebody up. They don't care who or what the reason is. I guess the opinion I once had of you being a fair man was all wrong.
Well, I've been losing a lot of cows lately, Wyatt. And I sure feel any man that's a rustler should be strung up to the highest tree in all of Kansas.
Well, I'm not saying a rustler shouldn't be punished, Mr. Delaney. But why don't you let the law decide what punishment should fit the crime? Let them carry it out.
Law? With a rigged jury, I reckon.
The jury will be made up of cowmen. Now, who'd be better qualified to decide whether a man's a rustler or not than men like yourself?
Then you figure to give Bill a trial? Not let him go loose like Duke here claims?
Bill's going to trial tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. The charge of rustling. Judge Jewett tells me he's planning on having you as foreman of the jury.
Well, maybe he's right. Maybe that's the right way to do it.
Oh, no, he's just trying to grease you up, Jeff.
You lied to me when you said Wyatt figured to let Bill go free.
Yeah, what makes you think he won't?
Because one thing about Wyatt, he don't lie. If he says Bill Slocum's going on trial, and with me, foreman of the jury, well, then that's so. Come on, break it up. What are you hanging around here for? Come on.
Hold it! All you men are carrying guns in violation of a city ordinance. Before you start back to your saloons, you walk ahead of me to Judge Jewett's office and pay your fines. Guns are not to be worn within the city limits of Wichita. In the future, I advise you all to remember that. It'll save you a lot of money.
Now get walking. Go on, move!
Well, good evening, Bill. I had your dinner, huh?
Yeah, I didn't eat very much. I lost my appetite.
I got word out to your wife. Told her you'd be staying in town tonight on business. Didn't want her to worry about you.
Much obliged. Oh, and thanks, too, Wyatt, for stopping that gang of drunks from pulling me out of here.
Oh, forget it. Now, you're going to stand trial at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I think you're innocent, Bill. But thinking's not enough. I got to have proof. Otherwise, that jury just might see fit to bring in a verdict of guilty. You know what that means?
I thought a man had to be proven guilty, not innocent.
Well, that's the usual way. But everyone's a little touchy about losing cattle. They're just liable to let the circumstantial evidence carry enough weight to prove your guilt. You better give me some idea where I can locate most of your herd, and I'll take a ride out there first thing in the morning and have a look-see. Maybe we can figure out something.
Morning, mister.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Grimmick.
What are you doing up so early?
Well, I came to get my horse, but my key doesn't work.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I changed the lock. I'm going to have to give you a new key.
Well, I'm glad you finally told me about it.
Well, you want your horse, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to take a little ride in the country.
Well, this is kind of a funny day to be taking a ride. I heard there's going to be a big time over in town today. What with Bill Slocum standing trial and all.
Yeah, well, I'll be back in plenty of time for that.
Court's in session. Quiet in the courtroom. We have the case against Bill Slocum, accused of rustling. Stand up, Bill. How do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, of course.
You don't need that "the course" in there. Simmer down, Paul. Bill wants to emphasize the fact that he thinks he's innocent. Let him. I don't see the counsel for the defense. Any of you gents know where Wyatt Earp is?
What's Wyatt Earp got to do with the trial, Judge?
He's going to act as defense counsel.
Ain't that a little irregular, Judge?
Well, it would be ordinarily, but Wyatt asked me if he could. I said yes, which makes it regular.
Well, I guess it don't matter much, seeing as how we got enough evidence to hang Bill anyway. Only hope Wyatt ain't as fast with his tongue as he is with his guns.
Now, let's get on with the case. Wyatt will show up at any time. Bill, you better step over here at the stand and give us your side of the story.
Raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Stand.
And you'll never get a cowman to believe that you had that fire burning for any reason but to heat up a running iron.
Like I said, I roped that cow before dawn. I had to wait for it to get light.
What were you doing putting your rope on a Duke cow? She ain't your property.
While I was waiting for it to get light enough to see that Duke brand plane, I started the fire to fix my breakfast.
Why were you so curious about the brand on a Duke cow? To see if you could blot it out some way?
I've been losing a lot of stock lately, both cows and calves, and I thought that cow was mine. I was certain of it.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
In my courtroom, Wyatt?
Oh, nothing will go wrong, I assure you, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Are you trying to say that you think Duke Wilson's been stealing your cows?
I am, and I was trying to prove it.
It ain't bad enough that you rustle from a man, but you got to turn around and accuse him of doing it to you.
I'd like to say a few words to all of you.
I object, Judge. I got the floor here, and I intend to keep it.
Let Wyatt speak his piece. He's gone out and gotten some evidence. Maybe it'll settle this case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Murdoch, would you give me a hand?
Glad to.
Now, one of the things you cowmen should have taken into consideration before taking for granted that Mr. Slocum here was the rustler was the almost impossible task for Bill to change a brand like Duke, which has got 4 letters in it, into his own brand, the bar D, which has only got 1 letter with a small bar running through it. Now, if for no other reason, I figured Bill was innocent because of this. But now take a look how easy it is to change Bill's bar D brand into the Duke brand, simply by blotting out the small bar that runs through the D on the branding iron and adding the 3 letters U-K-E. Now, if you excuse me, I have a witness I'd like to bring in. Now, whose cow would you say this was?
Well, that's one of Bill Slocum's cows. Got his brand, Bar D.
All right. We know it's Bill's cow. Now, Mr. Delaney, it's pretty easy, isn't it, to tell which calf belongs to which cow?
The easiest thing in the world. If the calf ain't hers, the cow won't have nothing to do with it.
All right. Now, if this cow had a calf, what brand would be on the calf?
Ooh, the same brand as the cow, of course.
The Bar D brand, in other words.
Yeah?
Well, now, what if the calf had a different brand than the Bar D?
Well, that'd be rustling, plain and simple.
And, Mr. Delaney, how would you identify the rustler?
The rustlers be them that's got their brand on the calf.
Thank you. Mr. Grimmick?
Well, look at that. It's Duke what's the rustler. It ain't Bill Slocum.
You two stay there.
Let us have them 2, Wyatt. We'll give them what they figure to give to Bill Slocum. Only we'll give it to 'em proper.
Order. That's a fine way for a jury to behave.
Your Honor, I'll put these 2 men under arrest.
Good. And I'm dismissing the case against Bill Slocum.
I'd like to say a few more words, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Wyatt.
Now, you men got to get it through your thick skulls that the days of lynching are over on this frontier. If you continue ignoring the law, you can bet your bottom dollar we'll never get out of the woods at all. Ollie, I want to take him to jail. We got a nice cell and 2 bunks waiting for him.
Order's adjourned.
Just saying thanks doesn't sound like much, but thanks a lot. Gotta be getting on my way. My family will start worrying. See you soon, Wyatt.
See you, Bill.
Come on, baby. Go on. You did a fine job, Wyatt. You saved Bill's life.
Well, I tell you, Mr. Murdoch, you got to kind of give credit where credit's due. Had quite a bit of help from that calf and its mother.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Wyatt Earp, in his first few months as Marshal of Wichita, Kansas, had done many things, and now he was faced with the recurring problem of the crooked gambling houses and their untiring effort to separate the cowboy from his money.
Reloading cartridges?
Mm-hmm.
City gives you all the factory loads you asked for.
They don't have this new type bullet.
Made of copper?
Copper jacketed.
What's the idea, Marshal?
Well, they're a lot more accurate than the lead kind. They don't smash a man up so bad.
That's the whole idea of a 45. Smash a man up and drop him in his tracks, ain't it?
Well, it's not my idea. All I want to do is discourage him from shooting me. And these'll do it.
Mr. Marshal Earp,
Yes, sir?
is it true what they say, that you're a darn Yankee?
Well, who says that?
Mr. Billy Joe Mahundra told me. Billy Joe's in bad trouble. I don't suppose you'd help a Southern boy. Are you poking fun at me?
Mr. Leggett, would you please go check the jail?
Yes, Marshal.
I'd help a Southern boy just as soon as I'd help anybody else, man. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Now, what's your problem?
My name is Miss Melinda Carey, and I work at the Palace on Main Street.
Dave Bennett's saloon, huh? What do you do there?
The boys like me, and when they gamble, they give me part of their winnings for my hope chest.
In other words, you're a shill, huh?
I am not. I'm a hostess. What I want to talk to you about.
Well, let's not discuss it here. We'll go over to my office. Well, let me get this straight. You say that Billy Joe sold $8,500 worth of cattle, and then he lost all of that gambling at the Palace. Is that right?
In a crooked game.
And most of that money didn't belong to Billy Joe?
No, sir. Most to his family. Now Billy Joe says he can't go home in such a disgrace. He says he's going to shoot Mr. Dave Bennett for cheating him and then shoot himself.
And you wouldn't want that, would you?
I don't care if he does shoot Mr. Dave Bennett, but us folks take suicide very serious. It's dishonorable. And I am fond of Billy Joe, Mr. Earp.
Well, wasn't it you that shilled Billy Joe into that crooked game?
No, sir. I warned him against it. I don't shield Southern boys.
Just darn Yankees, huh?
Well,
I guess I better talk to him. I'm acquainted with it, Mr. Bennett. And if he's running a crooked gambling place, I guess I should know about it. Now, where can I find Billy Joe?
he's got a room at the Texas Hotel. You better hurry before he...
Now, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. Come on.
Who is it?
Wyatt Earp.
You Mr. Billy Joe Mahundra?
Yes, sir.
Miss Melinda tells me you had a little money trouble down at the Palace Saloon, and she doesn't think you ought to gun Mr. Bennett.
Well, why would you care?
Because you might botch up the job and get yourself all hurt.
Just one less Southerner. You'd be mighty pleased.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. O'Mahundra, you're just about the age of my younger brother Morgan. I don't care whether you're from the north, east, west, or south. But I do care about crooked gamblers cheating young fellas like you out of your money. And I'm not a friend of Mr. Bennett's.
Oh?
Oh, he tried to run me out of town. had to crack him over the head a couple times.
Good yank. I'm sorry, Mr. Earp. That's mine. I had me some new models like yours, but when Bennett cleaned me out, You don't care. You just came here to make small of me.
Now, look, I don't want to have to fight the Civil War all over again just for you. Now, do you want your money back or don't you?
Yes, sir, I want it back.
All right. Now, you think there might be some Southern gentlemen in the bar downstairs?
I reckon. Yes, sir.
Let's go have a talk with her.
Thank you, Joe. Well, here's our share, Mr. Earp. $960.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for the loan. I'll just mark this money, and then Mr. Omohundro and I will push along over to the Palace Saloon and prove that Mr. Bennett was cheating.
Just one thing worries me, Earp.
I can guess what it is. I'm a Yankee, huh? Will any of you remember who threatened to resign from the United States Army when the carpetbaggers wanted to try Lee and Davis for treason?
Well, Grant and Sherman.
That's right. So, let's have peace, you all.
All right, let's play some cards and hope for the best.
10 on the odd, 5 on 13, and 5 on the red.
All bets down. Let her go. $22 black. Even. Mr. Bennett, Mr. Bennett.
It's an old trick. This brake stops the wheel. It's hooked up to a push button on the floor.
What's the trouble, Earp?
You. You want to explain this here or in your office?
Explain? Are you suggesting
I'm not
that I run-
suggesting. I'm telling. Leave it alone. Put it on the table. I want your cash box.
Give it to him. In my office, if you don't mind.
All right. $960, all marked money. All right, Mr. Bennett, I want $8,500 more.
You and the kid frame me.
Now get the money. Excuse me. Billy Joe, here's your $8,500. Gentlemen, here's the $960 you contributed.
Thank you, sir.
I sure do thank you kindly, Mr. Earp.
May we apologize for saying you favor Yankees?
Thank you, sir. You run back to the hotel. I'll join you in a little while.
Yes, sir, but I...
Go on.
If you need any help?
Well, I think Mr. Bennett's had enough trouble.
I still say you framed me.
Well, don't say it again. I'm giving you a break, Bennett. If I hear any more complaints from this place, I'm going to close it and you're going to leave town. Gentlemen?
Who tipped Earp off? One of the shill girls?
None of them would do that.
Let me see who was shilling the kid. Give me the chip box. What was the name of the Southern girl?
Melinda.
The yellow chips belonged to Melinda, and Billy Joe was playing with yellow chips. I'll check on Melinda.
Come in. Hi, Mr. Earp.
Hi. Heading for home, huh?
Yes. But I... Well, what if Bennett finds out Miss Melinda talked to you?
Well, he won't if you just leave town and don't see her again.
Yes, sir, I know. But it wouldn't be gentlemanly.
Sit down, Mr. Omohundro.
Won't you do me a favor? To begin with, are you in love with Miss Melinda?
No, sir. Well, that is, I haven't declared any serious intentions. I'd have to ask my folks.
Do you think your family's going to like the idea of you marrying a girl that works in the saloon and the gambling hall?
No, sir. Don't reckon they would. But I've got to do the right thing, Mr. Earp. I can't hardly just ride out of town if Miss Melinda's in trouble on account of me, now can I?
For her sake, it might be the smartest move to make.
But what will she think of me? My leaving town without even saying bye.
Now, why don't you just write her a little note and leave it in the office downstairs, and I'll see that she gets it.
Well, if you think that's the best way to keep her out of trouble.
I do. Hope you have a good ride. And by the way, if you're going to be packing a gun, you better get yourself a new model coat. The thing's liable to blow up in your hand.
Who is it?
Billy Joe, ma'am.
You shouldn't. It's compromising.
I know, Miss Melinda. But I just couldn't leave town without thanking you personally.
Well, you are very sweet. I was just reading your note. Mr. Earp gave it to me not 10 minutes ago.
Yes, ma'am. I broke a promise. Sure hope you won't tell Mr. Earp I came here.
Of course not. He doesn't understand us folks from the South.
I bought me some new guns, Colt 45s. If you feel you're in any danger, I'll...
Danger? You talk like Mr. Earp. Under no circumstances should you admit to Dave Bennett that you tipped me off. Oh, dear. You men, guns and danger and solemn faces.
How come you're so brave?
Fiddlesticks. Mr. Dave Bennett is a Yankee crook and a coward. Would any Southern man let Mr. Earp pull his roulette table to pieces and call him a cheat in public? I declare, honey, you do try a girl's patience. Talking of gunfighting and doing away with yourself. And... Look what you've done.
Miss Melinda, will you do me the honor of becoming my wife?
No matter what your mama thinks about it?
No matter what anybody thinks.
Well, you are awful sweet, Billy Joe. Still in all, I'm not rushing into an important thing like this.
Yes, you are. I'm riding straight home and tell the family.
Please, Billy Joe. I'll be waiting.
5 days it'll take. That's all.
5 days. Who is it?
Dave Bennett.
Go away.
It wouldn't sound good if I had to kick this door in.
I'll let you in. Now say what you have to say and get out.
You're fired.
All right.
And don't think you're going to marry this Southern boy. I'll pin a label on you, and it'll cost you a husband.
If you dare to tell him...
You can pack your clothes and move on to Dodge. You're through in Wichita.
I've been hunting a good cadaver to send to the medical school for weeks and weeks, so what do you keep bringing me? Cases like this?
Not serious, huh?
Not a chance he'll make a die of it.
Wyatt. The old quack will let me bleed to death if you don't watch him. Oh!
Quack am I?
Hey, take it easy, Doc.
Chin-horn, cold-decking gambler like him, and he's talking about quacks. Hey.
I think he fainted.
Good. Keep his mouth shut. Helps relax the deltoid muscles. Hey, the dang bullet went all the way through and lodged against the left clavicle. We'll have to turn him over on his back. Easy now. No. It bounced off the clavicle and is lodged right under the skin. You see the lump?
You gonna take it out?
I don't know. I ought to leave it in and let the ornery cuss suffer a lot of pain, but I'm a doctor. I never saw one like this. Copper jacketed, ain't it?
Copper jacketed. Let me see that.
Gold colored.
You awake? Why don't you faint again?
Wyatt's got a belt full of bullets just like that. Go on, explain it, Earp.
Sure, Bennett, I gunned you.
In the back? Oh, you're kidding.
Very funny. By the time Earp gets through covering his tracks, this town will be full of copper jackets.
No, I don't think so. I've got the only ones like these.
Leave it here. Dave's been trying to get something on you for weeks. I'll plant this thing so deep in his gizzard that I
No,
can...
Doc. But thanks for the offer. Now give me the bullet. You gonna accuse me of gunning you?
Just as soon as I can get to the courtroom.
And now, Marshal Earp. Yes, sir. There's just one point in this affair which we don't seem to have covered. Where were you at about 2 a.m. the night of the shooting?
Well, I was just turning into the alley, making my regular rounds.
And how far were you from the rear of Mr. Bennett's establishment when this shot was fired?
About 40 yards, I'd say.
You didn't see the shot fired or who fired it?
I heard the shot, sir, but I didn't see who fired it. There wasn't anybody in the alley at the time except Mr. Bennett. I saw him stagger and fall, and I ran over to him.
Oh, one moment. Did Mr. Bennett say anything that would lead you to believe he knew who his assailant was?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Bennett has made a grave charge against you, Marshal Earp. The evidence is entirely circumstantial, but the court has no choice but to relieve you of your duties pending a full inquiry. Court is adjourned.
You didn't gun Bennett. The judge knows it. The whole town knows it.
Sure. It looks like the proof is up to me. Well, I'm gonna go up this street. Put that on. You're acting marshal.
I'll leave it on your desk. Wyatt. It was those Johnny Rebs, wasn't it?
Just one of them.
Do you know his name?
Not so sure it was a he.
Why, it's Mr. Earp.
Leaving town? No. Just want to have a little talk with Miss Melinda. A private talk.
Tell him you're not talking.
You've got no star. You're just a plain citizen now.
I said in private.
Let's not lose our temper, Mr. Marshal. Wait on the platform, boys.
No. You get far away from me and stay away. Where you heading, Miss Melinda?
Dodge City.
Mr. Bennett ordered you out of town, huh?
You really are mixed up. I decided it wouldn't be healthy here. Nick and Pat came along to guard me in case Mr. Bennett acted difficult about my leaving. Any more personal questions?
Just two. Was it you that gunned Mr. Bennett or Billy Joe?
What impertinence! I declare.
Because if it was Billy Joe, I've got to go after him. It's going to be a long ride, and I'm not going to be in a good humor when I get there.
You don't scare me.
All right. I know what the truth is now.
But you can't prove it.
Linda, honey. Mr. Earp.
I thought you left town hours ago.
Yes, sir. But I heard on the trail that you were in trouble because of Mr. Bennett.
Tell him the truth. Mr. Omohundro, I think she's the one that gunned Mr. Bennett.
That's ridiculous. I did it. I'm the one you want.
I don't want either one of you.
Mr. Earp, why are you sore, sir? I can clear your good name. I'll confess and they'll put you back in office.
You go tell the judge that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I will.
Did you really shoot Mr. Dave Bennett, Billy Joe? Well, I'm right proud of you. Why on earth would the marshal think it was me?
Mr. Earp is a Yankee with no respect for a woman's honor.
Don't confess it, Billy Joe. He's not worth it. Get on your horse and ride away.
No, honey. Us folks pays our debts of money or gratitude.
You are awful sweet.
Judge, Your Honor, Squire, Sire, I was so plumb provoked at that fella, Judge. Well, I reckon I just lost my head. One point, though, I did ask Mr. Bennett to turn around and shoot it out fair and square, but he kept on running and I shot him.
I see. Mr. Leggett, did you send for Marshal Earp?
Yes, Your Honor. About 15 minutes ago. He should be here any second.
Mr. Omohundro.
Yes, sir?
How old are you?
21 years, 3 months, and 8 days, sir.
Assault with a deadly weapon and intent to kill. Of course, you did own up to it, and... Oh, Marshal Earp. This young man has made a full confession. That clears you, and the court here and now removes you from suspension.
There's your badge, Marshal.
Well, I'm sorry, Judge, but I don't think Billy Joe did it.
How's that?
No, sir. I think he's lying to protect a girl.
Mr. Earp, I must ask you to be a gentleman and
You can't come in here,
I
ma'am.
can, too, come in here. I'm not scared of Yankee judges and marshals. You take your hands off me.
Here you go, Sam.
I thank you kindly, Mr. Marshal Earp.
Melinda, what on earth are
Hush
you...
up, Billy Joe. You the judge?
Yes.
I did it. This is the weapon I used, and I'm not letting this sweet boy suffer for something I did. It's still got the empty shell and 2 of Mr. Earp's gold-colored bullets. I stole them from this desk yesterday because I didn't have any. A lady can't properly buy cartridges.
Melinda, please.
Order.
Don't...
These belong to you?
Yep.
I'm coming back to Wichita and marry Melinda.
You mean after she's free?
While down south, a judge wouldn't even sentence her.
Well, I don't think our judge is going to be too tough on her.
Why not?
Well, because it just so happens that Judge Jewett's wife is from Charleston, South Carolina.
No fooling? Please, sir, tell Mrs. Jewett that I forgive her for marrying a Yankee. That's the proof of it. The good Lord, he loves the South. So long, Mr. Earp.
So long, Billy Joe.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
When Wyatt Earp, as Marshal of Wichita, ran Mann & Clements out of town, he overlooked one dangerous fact. Clements, a notorious killer in his own right, was first cousin to John Wesley Hardin. In the West of 1875, Hardin was known as the deadliest gunslinger of them all. And Wes Hardin was now on his way to Wichita.
Well, it's Wichita, hon. Right around that bend.
Do we have to go to Wichita?
You have to sell the horses.
That's not the only reason. You listen to Mann and Clements.
Well, he's kinfolk, hon.
Stupid, ignorant yahoo. Why don't you let him settle his own quarrel?
Because Wyatt Earp's too smart for him. But he ain't too smart for me.
More trouble. Oh, why, Wes? We're out of Texas. The law's not after you here. Why don't we just push on to Nebraska and get clean away?
Because I owe it to Manning.
Oh.
I do owe him, hon. Manning, Joe, Jip, the whole Clements branch of the family helped me in that Sutton-Taylor fight.
I hate and despise the Clementses.
No man gonna tell no kin of mine to get out of no town. So you just let me handle this my own way, Janie. Manning asked me to do a chore for him. And I'm going to do it.
Gunning Wyatt Earp. That's a chore.
Might be real pleasant. Here. Come on.
Why weren't you down at the rail yards?
Lucky I wasn't.
Change that Snake River outfit real quick. Extra deputy would have made it easier.
Then who'd have seen John Wesley Hardin come into town?
Hardin?
Yep. Him and his wife. They came in with a string of trade horses. Put up at the Texas Hotel. Sassy as you please.
Oh.
Wes is first cousin to Mann and Clements, you know.
Yeah.
If I was you, Mr. Earp, I'd get the jump on him fast.
Don't have any warrant for Hardin.
There's plenty of warrants for him down south. And about 10,000 in rewards.
You want scalp money, Sam?
I could use some. But mainly I'm thinking of you and Wes in a tangle.
I know that. Well, Hardin might not be aiming to pick up Clemens' quarrel. It's been running a long time. Could be he's tired of it. Well, there's only one way of finding out.
How's that?
I'll go ask him.
Hello, Mr. Earp.
Hi, Ben. John Wesley Hardin registered?
Yep. His wife went up to their room. He's in the bar.
Check his guns?
Right nice about it. No argument.
Thanks, man.
And there was Wild Bill Hickok, all duded up for the women and ready to make a big show-off play. He stepped up to me and he said, Mr. Hardin, I must ask you for your guns.
Well, what'd you do, Wes?
Well,
Why, Mr. Earp.
Well, don't let me interrupt, Mr. Hardin.
You Wyatt Earp? Well, you ain't much older than I am.
Well, you're quite an old man from experience, Mr. Hardin.
I sure am. I ought to be gray-headed by now, Mr. Earp.
Wes, tell us what happened when Hickok asked you to hand over your guns.
Well, it wasn't much. Just a little trick I invented. Would you like to see it, Mr. Earp?
Now, Mr. Hardin, I'm always interested in new gun tricks.
Well, I have to get my guns.
Well, don't bother. You can use one of mine. I
I've seen a few accidents, fellas doing tricks with loaded guns.
Seen a few myself. Hey, that's a right good gun. Good balance. Hey, you must have had a good gunsmith work over that sear.
Did it myself.
No fooling. That's right slick. I experiment around with guns myself.
So I hear.
Hey, Wes, you said you'd show us.
Yeah. Well, Hickok was Marshal Abilene at the time, Mr. Earp. He asked me to turn over my guns to him, so I handed them to him. Grips first. And then I...
The road agent spin, huh?
Well, that's what they call it now. It's really the Hardin spin.
That's the fastest I've ever seen it done.
Well, he's John Wesley Hardin. Show us another trick, Wes.
Here's one I bet you ain't never seen before.
That's real magic stuff, Wes.
You ever seen that one before, Mr. Earp?
No, I haven't, but I imagine it comes in mighty handy for you, Mr. Hardin.
That's called the Hardin switch. Them Rangers copied it. They call it the border switch. Man who pioneers never gets the credit.
That's very often true.
You do any gun tricks, Mr. Earp?
No, Mr. Hardin. I just draw when I have to and shoot.
Why don't you and Wes draw against each other? See which is the fastest, huh? Oh, come on.
Well, that wouldn't be much of a contest.
Oh, I don't know about that, Mr. Earp. My cousin, Manning Clemens, tells me you're pretty quick, too.
Well, Manning wouldn't know. He never drew against me.
I don't take a bluff like Manning does.
Well, you're a lot smarter than he is.
He is pretty stupid, ain't he? He got scared by his name on a grave.
Oh, no, I heard about it.
And speaking of tricks, Mr. Earp, that was a right good one. How about let's have a drink on it?
Well, no, thanks. I don't care too much for that stuff, but I'm very happy to meet you, Mr. Hardin.
Well, same here, Mr. Earp.
I'll see you around.
Hey, bartender, set him up for everybody.
Myself. Hardin, you're a dirty liar.
What did you say?
I'm a friend of Parrot Beak, and nobody calls him Parrot Beak and lives but his friends. James Butler Hickok, that's his name. The world's fastest gunman. And you never ran it over him in Abilene or any other place. You're just a no-good, dirty liar. And I'm gonna...
He dead?
Yes, sure is.
Well, how'd you guess?
You didn't invent the shoulder rig, Mr. Hardin. It's used by gamblers on the Mississippi steamboats.
Oh, not this rig. That spring clip holds it. That's my own idea.
Well, I'll see if the judge will give you a patent.
Judge, are you arresting me?
That's right.
Well, it was a clear case of self-defense. All these men will testify he drew on me first.
That's right, Mr. Earp. This man had a gun in his hand when Wes drew and fired.
I'm not too sure about that. To jail, Mr. Hardin.
Well, just when I was commencing to feel sorry for you.
Wes! Wes, what have you done?
Well, nothing to worry about, hon. I had to shoot a man, that's all.
No. Are you Mr. Earp?
That's right, ma'am.
I thought for a minute, Wes, it was self-defense, wasn't it?
Why, sure.
I'll have to let the judge decide that.
Can I go with him?
No, you stay right here, hon. This won't take 30 minutes. Oh, now don't fret yourself, hon. They can't hold me.
Judge, the man he killed, Mr. Atwell, had been drinking by himself for several hours. Well, it just doesn't seem logical to me that after seeing Hardin here do his tricks, he'd want to draw on him.
He talks like a lawyer, don't he?
Sure does.
Order. Marshal Earp, these men have testified that the deceased did draw a gun. And you have said that when you found Mr. Atwell, he had a gun in his hand when he was lying on the floor.
That's true, Your Honor, but Hardin or anybody else here could have put that gun in his hand after he was shot.
That is only your theory, Erb.
Yeah. Where's your proof?
Order. For lack of evidence to the contrary, the court must rule that you shot in self-defense. But I'm fining you $100 for carrying this gun in violation of our city ordinance.
Fair enough.
Your Honor, I think this man ought to be in jail. I'm not satisfied it was self-defense, and I'd like to work on the case.
You mean you'd like to enjoy life for a few days?
Are you threatening Mr. Earp?
Oh, no, sir. Nothing like that.
Your Honor, I withdraw my objection. Find him and turn him loose.
Very well. But I'd advise him to leave town.
50 and 50. Are you telling me to leave, Judge?
No, I'm suggesting, Mr. Hardin. And you might be grateful to me someday.
I ain't shown Earp the real trick yet.
He is threatening you.
Yes, sir, he is.
Then go and get him. I'll send him to jail for 30 days.
I don't think it would be a good idea to put Hardin in jail, sir. Word to get around that I was scared of him.
Well, we can hold him for the Texas officers.
Well, that wouldn't be good, sir, because then they'd say I was after the reward money.
Hang it all, Earp. The man is one of the worst killers in the Southwest. You'd be smart to get this man out of town.
Well, Judge, there are two things a marshal can't do. One of them is you can't show fear for any gunslinger, and the other is you can't trade in a man's life for reward money. Besides, Hardin's got me curious. I'd like to find out what that trick is he has up his sleeve. Good day, sir.
Sorry I'm late, hon.
You said 30 minutes.
All that Wyatt Earp tried to hang me on a murder charge. Then he asked the judge to put me in jail for carrying Sweet Betsy. I ought to gun him for that, if for nothing else.
Isn't one man enough for you in this town?
I had to drop Atwell. He was reaching.
You don't have to gun Earp.
No. Not tonight.
Not any time. Look, Wes, I didn't unpack. Let's get out of here now. Oh, please.
You can go if you want. Just hitch up the team and go.
Said that to me quite a few times lately.
I say it again. You're too good for me, Janie. You never should have married me or stuck with me the way you have. I tried to quit this kind of life. We ran to Alabama, we ran to Florida. We took up horse trading. Well, we even changed our names.
It's done. It was my decision. I love you.
One thing always happened. Some fellow with a tin star found me out. Got greedy for the rewards. Well, now it's Earp. He's young and he's smart. Awful smart. He's a big hero in Wichita. Killing me would...
Don't say that.
I say killing me would be a big thing to Earp. Oh, no. He ain't gonna let me get out of town without a fight. You can bet on that.
No, Wes. You don't want to leave. If I can get him to let us go, will you? I'll go right now. I'll talk to him. He didn't look so mean or terrible to me. I'll go right now. Where'll I find him?
Oh, you'll find him somewhere downtown, not too far from the hotel. He'll be keeping his eye out for me.
I'll ask people. You'll see, Wes. He'll listen to me. You won't leave. You'll be here when I get back.
Think you can fix it?
Oh, of course I can. How soon, Mr. Earp?
Well, just as soon as you can. It's my good coat, you know.
For you, I mend it right away. It was good I was working tonight, huh?
Thanks. Oh, good evening, Mrs. Harden.
Good evening. Where can we talk?
Well, we can...
You talk right here. I go to my workroom in the back.
Sit down, Mrs. Harden.
Thank you. Wes thinks you won't let him leave town. Is that so?
There's nothing to stop Mr. Harden from leaving town if he wants to.
Oh, he does want to. Why do you say if?
Man and Clemens talked your husband into coming here to gun me because I drove him out of town.
But Wes has changed his mind. All he wants now is to leave town before there's any more trouble.
He's not going to show me the big trick, huh?
Trick? I don't know what you mean.
It's some kind of new gun trick he's invented, Mrs. Harden. But if Wes has really changed his mind, it suits me fine.
Oh, he has changed. He gave me his word. This is the only real chance I've ever had to clear Wes and me. We aim to go to Nebraska, change our names and start in a respectable business.
Well, is that your idea or his?
Both of us.
Mrs. Harden, I think your husband has a trick up his sleeve to using a gunfight with me, and I think he gave his word to Clemens. And that's stronger than any promise he's made to you.
No, you're wrong.
All right. All Wes has to do to prove it is leave town.
You won't try to stop him? Or fight him or ambush him with deputies?
You'll have no trouble unless he asks for it.
I believe you. Thank you very much, Mr. Earp.
Not at all, Mrs. Harden.
In a second, hon.
We can leave. I told you. I told you Mr. Earp's not after you.
Oh.
Oh, he wasn't stringing me. I could tell by the way he talked. Oh, we're out of it, Wes, out of it. Let's leave now. Tonight, this very minute. I'll help you hitch up the team and...
Well,
Wes, what's the matter?
not tonight, hon.
Why not? Tell me why not.
Well, it's just common sense, hon. Now, Earp may be telling the truth, but well, he's got his deputies. I ain't gonna risk getting us bushwhacked in the dark.
No, I guess it is more sensible to wait for daylight. But you will leave.
Well, I promised you, didn't I?
Of course you did. I'm sorry. Just kind of twitchy nerves, I guess.
Where'd you find Earp?
He was in a tailor shop down the street having a coat mended. Very decent man, I thought. That gun.
Oh, you want me to keep it hid? Close it up good and neat. That's my Janie. Real neat.
Keep one more promise.
Huh?
Don't drink in the bar tonight. Stay here with me. Then we can get some sleep and an early start. Is that such a difficult promise?
Oh, that's a real easy one. Oh, good morning.
I'm a little late. I don't sleep so good.
No great rush. I just want to buy a coat.
Oh, yes, sir. Tailored or ready-made?
Right off the rack, friend.
Oh, I got some nice coats that will fit you. First we get a little light in here, and then...
Never mind light.
What you say?
I'm Hardin. John Wesley Hardin.
You are Hardin?
All right, shut up. You just be quiet and listen to me. You go out and find Wyatt Earp. Tell him to come here. If he's got the nerve. I won't wait long. If he don't come, I'll go after him. While I'm waiting, I'll pick out a coat.
To be buried in?
Pardon me. Have you seen Mr. Hardin?
Why, yes, a little while ago. I think he went out back to hitch your team, Mrs. Hardin.
Thank you. Where? Where?
Tommy, what's up?
Oh, Mr. Earp. Hardin. He is waiting for you in my shop to make gunfire. Oh, excuse me. I hurried too fast.
Any idea why he wants it there?
No. Yes. Oh, I am so stupid. He had a bundle. Must be his guns. And first he said he wanted to buy a coat.
A coat? What was he wearing?
Trail jacket. Short. About like this.
Maybe he wanted a longer coat to cover his guns.
Oh, I don't know, Mr. Earp. I don't know. Maybe the gun shoots from the bundle. It's a trick, like you say. Oh, I talk smart. I say maybe he will be buried in the coat. But maybe it is you who will be. I am afraid. Please don't go there. Send your deputies to surround my shop. They will kill him.
The law can't do that, Tony. Look, have you got your keys to the back door?
Keys? Yeah, yes, I have the keys here.
Hardin, I'm coming in.
All right, Earp. Come ahead. I got no guns, Earp.
But your wife said you wanted to leave town. Stupid trick. Get it on a swivel.
Too slow, huh?
No, he was too inaccurate. He got off the first shot, but he missed. Put your hands on the table.
Oh. You break his wrists, huh?
Good. I didn't break anything. But he won't be able to use his hands for a couple of weeks.
Wes! Oh, Wes. Where was he hit? How bad is he hurt?
He's not hurt much.
Oh, thank God.
He's got a sore head and sprained fingers.
You should thank God that Mr. Earp didn't kill him dead.
When he comes to, you better load him on your wagon and drive out of Wichita.
Yes, Mr. Earp.
Good day, Mrs. Hardin.
Good day.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail. Oh, Wyatt! live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
For many months, Wyatt Earp, as Marshal of Wichita, Kansas, had managed to stay clear of feminine entanglement. This took some doing, since numerous young women set their caps for the handsome Mr. Earp. But Miss Mamie Perkins, a church organist, had that mysterious charm which appealed mightily to Marshal Earp, and almost succeeded in proving the frontier adage which stated, "For most men, women are slow, but to a peace officer, they can be quick death."
And stay inside the city limits. Don't cross the city limits, boys. I don't aim having any trouble with Earp. All right, Kennerly, come on out and face the music. Go on back to camp. I don't want to have to shoot any more of you. Let's get him now, Fogg. No, wait a minute. You can't hide in Wichita forever, George. And when you do come out, we'll be watching every road. I ain't riding with the Fogg McMurray crowd no more. If you want to go on living, Fogg, you and the boys better hit the trail. Now get going. We got him holed up. When he does come out, we'll kill him. And that'll keep Earp and his deputies from getting after us. Let's get back to camp. Come on.
Church this morning.
I had a little trouble down at Denver Jones's.
Oh, I was wondering about the guns. Was anybody hurt?
No.
Now just look, I walked all the way downtown with you.
Exercise is good for you, Miss Mamie.
No, but I should be home helping Mama fix Sunday dinner.
Now, how come you spent so much time on me? Is there something you need my help to handle? A favor you want to ask me?
Certainly not. How can you think so cynically of me?
Miss Mamie, I am a little bit in love with you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. If something's worrying you, why don't you tell me? Maybe I can help you.
You're sweet. And I'm just a wretched little fraud.
Miss Mamie.
No. Just try and forgive me.
Wyatt, can I talk to you a minute?
Huh?
Can I talk to you a minute?
Yeah. Well, what's up?
I've been worried about you.
Oh, please, no brotherly lectures, huh?
Can't we just call it brotherly advice?
Sit down.
I've lived in Wichita a long time. I know Mamie Perkins and her folks.
Look, it's not that serious.
Yes, it is. I wish you'd stop seeing her, Wyatt.
Why?
Well, I can't tell you. It wouldn't be fair to Mamie. Perhaps what happened a couple of years ago is over and done with.
What are you trying to tell me?
It's nothing disgraceful. She's a real fine girl. It's just that, well, if you've made up your mind to marry her and she's willing, no problem. You have my blessings. Is that the way it's going to turn out?
Mamie's not in love with me.
And I'm right.
There's another man. Is that what you're trying to say? Well, come on, tell me.
I'm Marsh Murdoch, a newspaper man, remember?
Now, what's that got to do with the price of apples?
Well, I'm something like a lawyer, a doctor. I'm told things in confidence that I can't repeat. Not even to my best friend.
Oh.
All I ask is that you stop seeing Mamie. I think it's good advice.
Well, I think it's good advice, too. But I can't take it.
You mean you still hope that she might change her mind?
No.
But I'm still fond of Mamie, and she's in some kind of trouble. And seeing as you won't tell me what it is, I'm going to keep on trying to persuade her to tell me.
That's plain blind stubbornness.
You're right.
Where's your pride? The whole town's whispering about you and Mamie.
Well, tell them not to whisper. They should speak up.
No, now look, Wyatt, you could marry a half a dozen girls just as pretty. Several of them are ready to fall in love with you for keeps.
Really think so?
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, right now, I'm interested in Mamie.
All right, be stubborn. You're the one who'll get hurt. You ought to have that thick skull cracked open. Your brain needs air or something.
Howdy, Uncle Tad.
Why, George, bless my soul.
You old rascal, you don't look a day older.
Quit blarney me. Where you been keeping yourself, George?
Oh, I've been batting around. Say, fix me up with a room, huh? Boy, I'm thirsty. I'm hitting for the bar.
Wait a second, son. You gotta check your guns on the rack yonder. Marshal Earp is very strict.
I heard about him. He's been trying to cut me out with Mamie Perkins, ain't he?
Well,
No, now, it's no secret, Uncle Tad. Man told me up at Fog McMurray's cattle camp about a week ago. I figured it was time I was getting back to Wichita.
Fog McMurray? You ain't been riding with him.
Oh, now, shh. Had a little argument with Fog about me quitting his outfit. So I had to slap him around a little. I'm really dry, Uncle Tad. See you later.
Hold on, Cheyenne.
Huh? Who are you?
It's Marshal Earp, George.
There's the rack. Take off your guns.
So you're Wyatt Earp. Well, you're a mighty good-looking fella. I can see how Mamie might kind of forget.
You're a friend of Mamie's, huh?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sore at you. They tell me you're trying to cut me out with Mamie.
Now, George.
You know, I got a good mind to gun you.
Try it.
Okay. Hey, man, you're fast.
I'm buckler.
Sure. I ain't stupid. Are you any good with your fists, Earp?
Yes, he is. Now, George, you go on in the bar and have your drink. George is one of our hometown boys, Mr. Earp. He's been away from Wichita a couple of years. No use for you to quarrel with the marshal.
Well, Earp's too fast for me to gun him, Uncle Tad. I gotta teach him a lesson somehow. Hey, how about taking off your guns and stepping out and back?
Be glad to.
Oh, George, you never did have good judgment.
What would Mamie think of me if I didn't fight for her? You know, a woman wants a man to be brave, Uncle Tad. Besides, I'm as big as he is, and I weigh more.
Anytime.
My name's Kennerly. They call me Big George. I gotta teach you to stay away from Mamie. But it'd feel better if we shook hands.
No. Come on.
Well, now he's sore. What right has he got to be sore?
You tried to pull a gun on him.
Well, he tried to steal my girl. That ain't any reason for us hating each other. Oh, say, call a doctor, will you, Uncle Tad? Now, no expense to the hotel. I'll pay for checking on him after the fight.
Oh, George. George.
Man, you sure can fight.
Rest yourself a while.
Oh, come on.
Stop it! Stop! Oh, George! Oh, my darling!
Hi, Mamie.
Oh, George, you're all bloody. Oh, you big brute. You just did this because you're jealous of him. George, honey, I love you, and I waited and waited for you to come home.
No, it's all right, Mamie. Well, I gotta get up and fight now.
Oh, no, I won't let you. Let me in. I'll give him a good
No,
punch
Mamie, you
myself.
can't do that. You can't do that. He can't hit you back.
Let me punch you.
No, Mamie. All right. I'm licked. I give up.
All right.
Mamie, you shouldn't have said all those things to Earp. I'm the one that started the fight. Boy, he sure did accommodate me.
Who's dead?
Nobody.
Skin your knuckles. Who you been fighting?
Big George Kennerly.
Marshal Earp didn't hurt him much, Doc. He's out there now talking to Mamie Perkins.
Big George, huh? So that young idiot came back to town. He quit riding with Fog McMurray, huh?
Says he did.
Oh. Wyatt, you and I better have a conversation.
About what?
The impending decease of Big George Kennedy. Walk back to the office with me. No, this way. I came in through the bar. I go out through the bar. Superstitious. That's what you get for sparking around Mamie Perkins. Big George may think he quit Fogg McMurray's gang, but nobody quits him.
Well, Fogg's just a dirty cattle rustler, you know that.
A road agent and a crazy killing fool. Well, you gonna let George get killed?
I don't care what happens to him. He wants to turn rustler, that's his business, not mine. Now, why didn't you and Mr. Murdoch tell me that girl was in love with George? Fine, loyal friends you are. You never said a word.
Well, we was hoping.
Hoping what?
Well, we was hoping that Mamie would fall out of love with George and lead you into the bondage of matrimony. She sure missed the boat on that one. As a matter of fact, I had a $5 bet even that she'd get you roped.
It was never that close.
Oh, now, Wyatt, it was that close.
Well, it's over now.
Are you going to let Fogg McMurray and his boys cut George down?
Now, they won't come into Wichita.
No, that's true. They're just probably laying outside of town, waiting for him. But that's no concern of yours.
No, it isn't. My authority ends at the city limits. Furthermore, I don't care even
George, just tell me the truth. There's a lot of bad men after him. Oh, Mr. Earp, can't you help?
Look, I got my house calls to make.
Oh, wait a minute, Doc.
Now, you just shut the door when you're through talking.
Wait a minute!
I know I did wrong, Mr. Earp. I should have explained to you about George.
Yep.
I thought I was over it. I didn't know if he'd ever come back.
Well, Miss Mamie, he sure come back.
In trouble, though. Because he wants nothing more to do with those men. Because he wants to quit his wild and foolish ways and settle down.
He wants to reform, huh?
Oh, yes, he does. If you help him. I know we haven't any right to ask it. First thing George did was pick a fight with you, and when I think of what I did. But I haven't any pride, and I'm scared. Look, George doesn't know I came here, but you're the only one who can help us.
I don't know why I should, do you?
Well, yes. Because you're you.
That makes a lot of sense. I'll see what I can do.
I'm so glad you didn't really fall in love with me. I'd never have been good enough.
Go ahead and blarney me a little bit. I like it. All right, where's George?
At the hotel, I put arsenic on his face.
Yeah. You ask him to do you a great personal favor. You ask him not to leave the hotel room, not to go out in the street. You understand?
Yes, of course.
I'll try to locate the men he had the row with first thing in the morning. I think I got a plan to get him out of town.
Isn't it just money they want? I mean, if it's
Well,
money...
I won't know until I talk to him. Now, you get him to promise you to stay in that hotel room. It's important.
Well, he'll stay there until we hear from you. And I can't thank you. I haven't the words to try.
Wait a minute.
Howdy, boys. Where can I find Fogg McMurray?
Hold it.
Now, drop your guns. Now, where can I find Fogg?
He's up at the North Road.
Thank you, gentlemen.
McMurray? Yeah, I'm McMurray.
Good morning.
You're kind of off limits, ain't you, Johnny Law?
My name's Wyatt Earp, and this is a social visit.
Oh, so you're Earp, huh? You're the one Big George had the fight with in town last night. Here you kind of took care of him. Well, he deserved it.
plugged a couple of my boys and pushed me around. Of course, I wasn't wearing a gun at the time. What can we do for you, sir?
Well, I noticed that you got all the roads out of Wichita posted.
We're waiting for Big George to come out.
You really don't like him, huh?
If he does come out, he's apt to be dead.
Isn't there any way that he can settle his beef with you?
No, not at all.
That's too bad. I was hoping to get rid of him.
Well, that's simple. Just chase him out and let him pick his own road.
Oh, well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. You see, Big George tried to gun me last night. And, of course, he's awful slow in the draw, but he's liable to try it again.
Oh, so that's what's worrying you, huh?
Yes, sir. You see, well, I haven't ever had to kill a man yet, and, of course, I've wounded quite a few of them, but I sure hate the idea of having to kill a man.
I never heard that before. Here's a Johnny Law that's scared he's gonna have to kill Big George. But, son, it don't amount to nothing.
Oh, well, it does in my business, Mr. McMurray. Well, you see, well, I've set a record that the town is mighty proud of, and, well, they expect me to hold to it. And if I was to, well, tangle with Big George in a gunfight, and if he was to die, why, well, there'd be a coroner's hearing and a trial by the city council, and you're determined to keep him bottled up, huh?
More than ever. Looks like you're taking a nasty job off our hands.
Well, not if I can help it, sir. No, sir. I'm going to try and run Big George out.
He runs Big George out, he's gonna have to kill him. So just take it easy, boys.
Good morning.
Wyatt, where you been? You had me kind of worried, boy.
You better have a little talk in your room.
Okay. Well, never could beat you playing checkers, Uncle Tad. Hey, listen, see, I checked in my guns and I'm in a real good humor.
Well, Fogg McMurray is not in a good humor.
Oh, shucks. Now, you shouldn't have gone to all that trouble for me. Well, that's mighty generous of you. Where'd you find Fogg?
Another thing, Fogg's got men watching for you on every road. He can't be bought off and he can't be talked out of it. The only way for you to get out of town is by train.
Sure made myself a heap of trouble.
Well, maybe I can get you out of this if you do what I tell you.
No, sir, I ain't gonna load myself on you. Fog'll have some boys watching the train depot. Best way for me is to make a dash for it by road. Yeah, tonight.
What about Miss Mamie?
Well, it's always something, ain't there?
You were man enough to leave McMurray's outfit for her. Now, why don't you grow up all the way?
Grow up?
Hey, look, why don't you just use some judgment and common sense for a change? You can't shoot your way through that whole McMurray outfit, and you know it. Even if you did, where would you be? Somewhere out in the trail there where they'd just shoot you down like a dog.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Now, sit down and listen to me. I got an idea that might work.
Why do you do this? I got Mamie back from you. Seems to me
It's
like...
none of your business why I do anything. Now, you gonna listen to me?
Okay, Wyatt. I'm listening with my big mule ears.
And I'm going to marry George and leave this town. My uncle in Kansas City will give him a job. Was that plan so foolish, Doc?
Well, it ain't too realistic.
Now, why do you say that?
Fogg McMurray's got Big George holed up here in Wichita.
Oh, well, Mr. Earp's going to fix that. He promised he'd talk to that awful man first thing this morning.
Talking and fixing is two different things. You know, maybe, I was just wondering,
No?
couldn't you, by a strong effort of willpower, fall out of love with George?
No, I tried that.
Try again, harder.
Now that he's risked his life to break with those criminals, after he's proved he wants to live a decent and respectable life, Doctor, I'm ashamed of you.
Yes, but Mamie, I made some bets.
Now, I told you.
Come in.
Oh, good news.
Well, it's not bad, Miss Mamie.
Didn't Mr. McMurray...
George is waiting for you to tell you what we have to do over at the hotel.
Oh, fine. I'll see you later.
Don't lie to me.
You ain't settled nothing with Fog McMurray.
You are right. Now on, it's up to you. Yeah.
What?
George's life is in your hands.
What's the matter with him? Is he sick?
He'll soon be dead. And you're going to have to sign a death certificate and put him in a coffin, and then Mamie is going to take him to Kansas City for the interment. She and the remains are leaving on the afternoon train.
You know, I always suspicioned it. I think you got brain fever.
Can you think of a better scheme to get him out of town?
You mean he's going to pretend to be dead?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Look, see, he's going to come out of the hotel to gun me, and we're going to meet out in front of your office. And I'm going to shoot him with a blank, and well, we'll carry him inside here, and you give him a dose of ether.
No! You hear me? No!
Well, wait a minute. It's the only time I've ever asked you a favor.
When did you ever do me a favor?
Well, this is for Miss Mamie.
You got a crust to ask me to falsify a death report on a certificate like that? No. You hear me? Get out of here. Get out. Get out.
All right. It's going to cost you $850.
What?
Remember that claim you made against the government for that patent medicine I lost in the nation's job?
You got the check? Hand it over.
Oh, I can't. United States Marshal, I got to countersign it first.
Blackmail. It's brigandage. It's illegal.
Well, you know that medicine wasn't worth $850.
You signed the claim.
And I can unsign the check. So you and I can't be friends anymore.
Good. That's the best news I ever had in my life. Now, wait a minute. Sign the check.
You do your part first.
Oh, you scoundrel!
George, listen to me.
Herb's trying to steal my girl. I'm gonna gun him on sight. Where's Wyatt Earp? You seen him?
Herb's walking back from the jail to Dr. Freak's office. I wouldn't be in a hurry to meet him, cowhand.
I'll blow him down. Oh, George. George! Hey, Earp. All right. Make your move. You make yours first.
Go on, get away from him.
This man is dead. What? We'll take care of it.
Move along, go ahead. Break it up. Let's carry him inside.
Big news, Fogg. Wyatt Earp killed George in a gunfight about 20 minutes ago.
You see him do it?
No, but I talked to a fellow who was there. Earp got him in the stomach. He was dead when they carried him into Doc Fabrique's.
Still sounds too good to be true. Maybe a few of us better ride into Wichita and make sure. You stay here.
You have to get back to work, Uncle Tad. I'll be all right.
Your folks shouldn't let you to go through all this alone, Miss Mamie.
Oh, they'll be here. They're just late. You better hurry along now. And thank you for everything.
Goodbye, George.
I reckon you're the gal that George got himself killed over. We come to pay our respects.
I'm sure you did.
Why don't we take a look, Fogg? Maybe Herb got the wrong man. Yeah, he may not even really be dead. Just step aside, ma'am.
Aren't you satisfied? Haven't you done enough to us already?
Well, now, you just step aside, ma'am, and I'll put a few more slugs in there, and then...
Look, Murray, put your gun away. Take your men out of town.
All right, son. Congratulations on a good job.
It's all right now, Mamie. Everything will be all right.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail. And none can deny it, the legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
Every hoodlum in Wichita, Kansas wanted to get rid of Marshal Wyatt Earp. Men were hired to shoot him, and they failed. Earp had been out of town, and a crooked gambler by the name of Keno McGee had taken advantage of his absence to achieve some very profitable results. When the cat's away, mice will play.
Get out of here! No picture! Set it up. I don't want any trouble with you, Murdoch. But you newspaper guys got no business taking pictures of my place. What are you hiding, Keno? What's the sense of you and me arguing? I got a license from the marshal's office to open. Sure, while Marshal Earp is out of town. You couldn't have gotten it when he was here. Pete Dahlgren is deputy while Earp's away. Now take your complaints to him. Don't bother me. Go ahead, take it. Hey, you, none of that! Wait. You have a public license. I want a picture of what a crooked gambling place looks like. Go ahead and take it. Give me that plate! Come on, take it back. Camera busted! Hold it! Hold it, Mac! Hold it! Hold it! That's Marshal Earp. Go on inside.
The rest of you men, break it up. Go on, move.
What took you so long? You said you'd be gone only 10 or 12 days.
I'll tell you about that later. Now, what's going on here?
I want Keno's place closed. I want you to take back his license. Oh, no, Mr. Murdoch. We just kind of lost our tempers, that's all.
Your name's Keno?
Keno McGee. And Pete Dahlgren, your deputy, gave me permission to open this place. But Murdoch here... Shut up. Things have been happening in your office while you were away. You better look into them and look into them fast, or I'll have a story to write you might not like. See you later. Thanks. That camera cost me $300. There's no paid for yet.
You say my chief deputy gave you permission to open?
Pete Dahlgren, while you were down in Oklahoma territory. Murdoch doesn't like me. It's a case of personal prejudice. If you don't believe it, just ask Pete.
I will. Now, Mr. McGee, you got a good corner here. The saloon has always made money. You just keep your nose clean.
Oh, hello, Marshal. We missed you around here.
I missed you, too. What do you got?
Just got a shipment of new cards. Got to change them every now and then.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's hard to keep 52 of them in the same deck. That's what causes a lot of trouble in Wichita.
Which brings you to your point. I mean, you want something. You didn't just come in to chin with me.
All right. You know all the saloon keepers and gamblers in Wichita. What do you know about Keno McGee?
Sometimes I think you don't like me.
Why do you say that?
Because every time you ask me a question, it's one I could get shot for answering.
Well, you'll be waving goodbye to a lot of people around here, so don't let it worry you. Now, we're talking about Keno.
Must have been a one-sided conversation. But if you have to know, I ran across him in Dodge a few years ago, before I ever had a place of my own. As a matter of fact, he asked me to work for him as a dealer. Thought I'd be a novelty.
Go on.
They were fixing to run him out of Dodge at that time.
Man's got to be a pretty bad boy to be run out of Dodge. Crooked gambling?
Oh, lots of reasons. Blackmail, payoffs. He don't stop anywhere.
Sounds like a nice, pleasant fellow.
That's why I wish you wouldn't ask me those kind of questions. Because people like Keno don't stop anywhere.
Well, don't worry, Miss Kate.
Don't worry.
I didn't know the right thing to do about Keno. He was off to Oklahoma territory helping your Indian friends. I just had to use my own best judgment, Wyatt.
Did Mr. Murdoch tell you that Keno's application for a license had been turned down once before?
Yes, he did. But they've been enemies for years. The way I got it, Keno tried to buy the mortgage on the Eagle, put Murdoch out of business. But that's ancient history, Wyatt.
How long has he been operating?
Opened a week ago Thursday. About 10 days.
Any trouble so far?
No, sir. Sam Renfro knows the man better than I do. But both Sam and I agreed that the man was entitled to a license.
No, I'm not asking you to explain anything, Pete. It's just that this man's got a pretty bad reputation.
Well, if I did wrong, I'll get in a horse and start riding.
I don't think you did wrong. I think you did what you thought was right. You and the rest of the deputies have backed me to the limit so far, and I feel the same way about all of you. So let you and I keep our eye on Keno.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Oh, howdy, Sam. Oh, Pete, if you see Mr. Murdoch out there around, will you send him on over?
Murdoch's not here yet, huh?
No, not yet.
Hey, you must have had quite a showdown with that Daggett gang.
Well, I sure could have used you and that great left-handed shooting of yours.
Captain Benteen says you saved them 2 Indians from the happy hunting ground. You turned up a cache of 400 Winchesters. Daggett gang aimed to sell the Sitting Bull for whatever he's up to in Montana.
What's been happening around Wichita?
No grief. Just that row Pete must have told you about. You think it was a mistake to give Keno the license?
No, not exactly.
I'd close the fellow, Wyatt. Why take the risk? Murdoch's all riled up. He'll start a big hoorah.
Pete said you were in favor of the license.
I was. I said to him what I say to you. Keno's a real slimy character. But they haven't yet made that a reason why a man can't get a license. I'll tell you what I'd do, Wyatt.
Don't let me stop you, Sam.
Lucky you did, sir. Wyatt's my boss. I got no business telling him what to do. Excuse me.
Is that man a good officer?
He's the best hand with a gun I got. He's so brave, he scares me.
Oh, now, Wyatt.
Well, what's the news in Wichita?
The story I hope I won't have to print.
The city refuses to take any action on Keno McGee, huh? Look, Mr. Murdoch, if I tried to close Keno's place without any evidence, I'd be putting my chief deputy under suspicion.
And if I print that story, you and your whole staff will be under suspicion.
Go ahead and print it.
Wyatt, are you sure of your deputies?
What do you mean?
Do you trust them?
Like I trust myself. Well, I handpicked each one of those men. When I walk into trouble like a bunch of drunken cowhands boasting that they're going to cut me down, all I got to do is give the word that I want 2 deputies to back me, and they'll be there. I don't even have to look around to see whether it's Sam, Pete, Ted, or Joe. I know they'll be there.
Oh, no, Wyatt. We're talking about different things.
Look, you're probably right about Keno McGee, but I'm not going to change Pete's decision unless Keno gets out of line.
Excuse me, Wyatt. Rowdy Kate wants to see you right away. But the way I got it was mighty important.
Thanks.
It's him, Miss Kate. It's the marshal.
Well, send him on up.
You can come up, Mr. Erb.
And close that door and don't try to listen.
Oh, no, Miss Kate.
Hello, Wyatt. I don't know why I let you get me all mixed up in your affairs. Maybe it's because you kissed me that day.
Oh, look, let's not go into that again. Besides...
I know. It was really me who kissed you.
Well, it's all been very pleasant. Now, why did you send for me?
You've done me several good turns, Wyatt, and I'm fond of you. You asked me a lot about Keno McGee. So now I can really tell you something.
What?
Have you heard that Keno McGee owns one of your deputies?
Well, I hate to think that, Miss Kate.
Well, could be barroom talk, but I've a hunch it's true.
Who? Well, come on, tell me. Which one of my deputies do you think Keno's bought?
Well, the way I heard it, it's Pete Dahlgren.
That's just a hunch based on spy talk. I don't think Pete'd take a bribe.
Well, he let McGee open. He knew that Murdoch hates Keno.
Well, Pete explained all of that to me, Miss Kate. But I thank you for your interest.
Wyatt, listen to me. It's only a gal's guess, but this gal has been around. If Keno did buy Pete, then he can work some kind of a dirty frame on you, right? Open your eyes, Wyatt. Protect yourself. Mildred?
Yes, Miss Kate, excuse me.
Now what is it?
Mr. Murdoch sent word he's waiting at your office.
Thank you. And don't worry. I'll be careful.
Well, glory, hallelujah. A man's taken my advice.
I had to send for you, Wyatt. What's the matter? Anonymous letter was waiting for me at my office. Read it.
Bribe money in Wyatt Earp's desk. Letting Keno McGee stay open. You think I had something to do with this?
Oh, don't be an idiot. It's like I've been trying to tell you. One of your deputies is framing you.
About $300 worth.
All right. Let's call in all of your deputies and face them with it.
First man to face with it is Keno.
That's exactly what he wants. Since you found the money in the desk, you'd have a hard time explaining yourself.
Our only chance to find the man who planted that money is to make Keno think his frame worked.
It's too risky, Wyatt. You lose your star. That would make Pete Dahlgren acting marshal. He's the one who helped frame you.
I don't believe that. If Pete did do it, I'll get him. But how can I accuse him or any of the other deputies? Well, what proof do I have?
Well, there's no proof.
All right. You take this money over to Keno and accuse him of bribing me.
Have him hauled before Judge George.
That's right.
So he takes away your star and your guns.
Well, that's exactly what Keno wants, so let's play along with him.
You intend to move around this town without your guns?
Well, that's the law of Wichita.
Yes. Maybe you'll be stuck with it. And this is the money that Mr. McGee admits sending to Marshal Earp. I found the money in the marshal's desk.
But it ain't a bribe or anything like that, Your Honor. It's a free will contribution to the peace officers' Christmas fund.
Did Marshal Earp solicit this contribution?
Well, no, sir, he didn't. He just sort of hinted if I wanted to stay in business around here, I better pay up.
This is an astounding charge, Marshal Earp. Have you anything to say?
Nothing, Your Honor.
You realize this leaves the court no choice but to suspend you?
Yes, sir.
The court would like to state, for the benefit of the press, that it reserves judgment on Marshal Earp's guilt or innocence. Mr. Earp, you will be suspended for 1 week. If at the end of that period you have not offered a satisfactory explanation of the matter, you will be removed from office permanently. Court's adjourned.
And all I'm saying is, one of us framed Wyatt. I'm not going to take this.
Don't look at me. I had nothing to do with it.
You let Keno McGee open up.
You felt the same way I did about it. We both felt he at least had a right to open. I want to find out who sent that money. I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Pete? You're acting marshal now.
I think we should all quit.
All right. I'm willing.
So am I.
No. Not all of you. Just one of you should quit.
Keno's thrown his bar wide open to celebrate. Free grub and drinks.
I'll pay him a visit.
No, I'll do that. Put those on, you might need them.
I can't. The judge suspended me.
Now, do you want to be legal or do you want to be dead? Keep those handy.
I'll have plenty of time to put them on after I find out who helped Keno in the deal.
I think I can find out.
Oh?
Now, you go to the hotel. Stay off the streets. Promise?
All right.
Now, wait here a second until I've got a good start for Keno's place.
You be careful.
You're the one who better be careful.
Come in, come in.
It's Rowdy Kate, boss. She wants to see you.
Well, bring her in.
Come in, Miss Kate.
Miss Kate, my darling, my competitor, but still my friend, I hope.
Sure, Keno. Pull that out for me since you're feeling like a gent tonight.
Well, it'd be a privilege. There you are, Kate.
Thank you. Well, Wyatt Earp got fired. Where's the champagne?
Champagne, the best in the house. Somebody told me that you and Earp used to be friends.
Used to be for about a week. What's the next move, boss?
No move. Why do you call me boss?
I didn't come here to play games. I want to stay in business. When do you really open up the town? Wild and woolly Wichita, like it used to be.
Not yet. Maybe soon.
Dahlgren's your man, isn't he?
I'm not talking yet.
I don't want to go swimming in this.
I'd fill a bathtub for you, sweetheart. You just say the word. Pete Dahlgren. Somebody shot him. Too bad. You better drink your champagne, Kate.
Oh, listen, Keno. I came here to talk business. Dahlgren was your man, wasn't he?
You want to know? The whole town wants to know. We'll tell you when the time comes.
But no freeze out.
You got no worries. Take it easy. You're one of us. There'll be a man around to collect.
Naturally.
Drink up, Kate.
How is he, Doc?
Pete was shot in the back by a left-handed man.
When will Dahlgren be able to tell us who shot him?
Don't be an idiot. Pete never knew what hit him. The fella snuck up behind him. Questioning Pete won't do any good. Pete's dead.
I'm sorry, Wyatt. It's kind of rough when a man has to die to clear himself. You tell Mayor Hope that I want Sam Renfro named as acting marshal.
Yeah, sure, I'll tell him.
Who is it?
Wyatt.
Sit down.
No. You hear about Pete?
I was with Keno when it happened. Who do you think killed him?
Oh, I wish I knew.
If they find out I'm mixed up in all of this, they'll come gunning for me. Wyatt, I'm scared.
What did Keno say when Pete was killed?
Just that it was too bad. Will you put on your guns?
Yeah.
Stay here?
I'll try and keep you from harm, you know that.
Wyatt, it was Sam Renfro.
What makes you say that?
I can add 2 and 2. Keno wouldn't deal until Pete was killed. Now he says a man will be around to collect for me every week.
I'm gonna get my guns. I'll be right back. You stay close to Mildred.
Thanks, Wyatt.
I'll send her right up.
Hey, Ted, you and Joe come in here and help me clean up this mess of paper. Ted, you hear me?
Sam, Keno said someone talked. He wouldn't say who, but words around Earp's gone for his guns.
Tell Keno I'll be right down.
Yes, sir.
Who is it? Sam Renfro. Open up. Give it to me straight. Who knows about me?
Wait a minute, Sam. Who are you pushing around?
I said give it to me straight. Who'd you talk to?
Well, only Kate, but she agreed to pay. She's good people.
Good people. She's one of Wyatt's best friends, you fool.
If that man's coming to shoot us, why don't we run out of here?
It's only been a few minutes. Why? It'll come.
Yes, but what if Mr. Earp don't get here first? What then? That's him. It ain't Mr. Earp. Don't you go to that door, please.
Wyatt?
Yes? Sam just killed Keno McGee. I think he's on his way over here.
Oh, good Lord.
You clear out, Mildred. He's not after you.
No, sir. I stay with Miss Kate.
All right. Then you get over against that wall. Miss Kate, when he comes, you open the door, then you flatten yourself against that wall. All right, remember, keep back against the wall. Shh.
Who is it?
Marshal Renfro, Miss Kate. Open up.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Sam. You go for that gun, I'll break both your arms. That means the left one first. Just like you shot Pete in the back.
You're not that good.
And are you willing to state that you dictated this confession and signed it of your own free will? You're charged with the murder of Keno McGee. Also, the murder of Chief Deputy Dalton on the streets of Wichita. You will be remanded to jail and held there for trial. Take him away.
Judge, I won't be safe in jail. As soon as this courtroom's cleared, it's just a matter of time until some mob breaks in here to get me. I won't be safe, Judge.
You'll be safe, Your Honor. No lynch mob's gonna get to him. The other deputies and I'll see to that. If I had wanted to take his life, I'd have taken it when he tried to murder Miss Kate. He's worried about a mob. Well, I wonder if he's also worried about the fact that he blackened the good name of a fellow worker and then murdered him. I wonder if he's worried about the fact that Miss Kate's still alive and that he was stopped before he could kill me. No, Mr. Renfro. There are other things more important than mobs. But don't you worry. I'm not going to let a lynch mob get you. You can rest assured of that. No. I want you to stand before this court and be legally tried and sentenced to hang. I've never asked that penalty before. But in the case of Sam Renfro, I believe it to be just and fair. I thank Your Honor for hearing me out.
Well, he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told. Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told.
The greatest factor in Wyatt Earp's career as a Western Marshal was his intelligence. He could shoot quick, but he could think faster. Earp was a rough and ready psychologist who studied his adversaries while other frontier marshals had no idea but to shoot them down. Unfortunately, the gunfighters, cowboys, and outlaws of Wichita in 1875 seldom appreciated Marshal Earp's intellectual methods. And his friends warned him that it was much safer to shoot first and think afterwards. In the case of young Turner Ashby, it looked as if they were right.
Hold on there, Farrell. We're supposed to be partners, aren't we?
Yes?
Then where's that money you won on that cold deck job?
What do you mean?
Young Turner Ashby. You dealt him out of at least $300-400.
My own personal gain. I banked it. I pocket the money.
Oh, no, you don't. We split 50-50 on the whole take.
That's what you think.
That's what I say. Come across, Farrell.
Sure. Come across, Farrell. But not to your partner there. I'm the one you cheated. This will cover what I lost. If it's more than enough, I'll mail you the difference.
That settles our argument.
But it doesn't settle the way you've been cheating me.
You out there, come on, open that door, somebody. What is it? What happened in there? Better go in there and find out.
What happened? Ashby just shot Farrell Gillum. Get Marshal Earp. Farrell Gillum, my partner's been shot.
I know, Gus told us.
Right in here, Marshal. Clear case of murder, Wyatt. Turner Ashby held us up, and before Gillum could reach a gun, he was shot in the back.
Sure it was Turner Ashby?
I'm sure it was. He lost some money to Gillum and came here to get it back. And he jumped on a horse and beat it out of town. You want to catch him, you better be quick about it before he reaches that wild bushwhacker country.
He was shot in the back, all right. It's an odd-looking wound.
How's that?
We'd better talk about it in the office, Wyatt. The inquest will be held tomorrow, gentlemen.
I'll have somebody pick him up. Keep everybody out of here.
Now, you see why I didn't want to talk about it over at Denver Jones's office?
It sure is a mighty odd-looking wound. Bullet must have entered the flesh sideways.
Yep, sideways. Did you ever notice anything like that before, Wyatt?
No, but I heard about it. Ashby must have been using an old gun with a worn-out barrel. See, if the grooves in the barrel are rusted or worn smooth, it tips the bullet off center, makes it wobble, instead of traveling nose first.
That's it. The case is solved.
It is.
Uh-huh. Now all you have to do is catch Ashby and test fire his gun.
Thanks. Catching Ashby is just a minor problem, huh?
What's so tough about that, Wyatt?
Heard Jones say he'd gone to the bushwhacker country. Last time I went into that mess of rocks and brush, it was after Bill Thompson.
Well, now, you caught him, didn't you?
No? His brother Ben caught him for me. If it hadn't worked out that way, I might still be chasing Bill.
Say, you do look worried, Wyatt.
Well, I knew the Thompsons, but I don't know Ashby. The trouble about hunting a man that you don't know is that you might be dead before you get acquainted. Well, he had a pretty good head start on me. I better be going.
Why don't you come back dead? I got enough troubles as it is.
Did you get that information on Turner Ashby?
Yeah, Wyatt. This is about all I could get. He's about 29 years of age, owns a small cow farm on the edge of Bushwhacker. He says he's lived in that section all his life. He's pretty hot-tempered and he's right-handy with guns.
That's all, huh?
Yep.
Well, I got a telegram from the colonel over at Fort Dodge. Said he was sending my Indian friend, Mr. Cousin, to help me. I'm to meet him at the North Trace going into Bushwhacker come sunup.
Mr. Cousin, you mean just you and the Indian?
That's right.
Well, aren't you going to take any of us deputies along?
No. Take along the bunt line, though. Well, you just stay here in Wichita and keep everything nice and quiet. The only reason I'm taking along Mr. Cousin is because he's the best tracker that I know of.
Well, Wyatt, why don't you take me along? That's pretty bad country. You could get ambushed. Ashby's already shot one man in the back.
Your wife wants you to stay alive.
Well, how are you going to get word to us if you need help?
Well, Mr. Cousin will send up a smoke signal. Come on, give me a hand, will you?
Right.
I'll be honest with you, Ollie. The only reason I'm going in after Ashby is because it's just too dull and tame here in Wichita.
The bushwhacker country is lonely and silent as a tune.
It's an evil place for a man to face, and many have met their doom.
Oh, the bushwhacker country is deadly as a
Morning, Mr. Cousin.
I tell myself, he will say something like that.
Who tied you up?
Mr. Turner Ashby. He said, make sure to tell you his name.
He also tell you that he was wanted for murder?
He did not do it, he say.
How do you know you were to meet me here?
He knows you have Indian friends. He had gun on me, quick.
Wonder why I didn't kill you.
He's kind man.
Kind. Shot a man in the back.
Well, then, he kind to me only.
How much of a head start has he got on us?
Oh, couple hour. He take all Whitecap trail.
Let's get one thing straight, Mr. Cousin. Ashby's wanted for murder. He won't be kind a second time. Now, come on, let's get him.
Whatever you say, always true, Mr. Earp.
Your feet are asleep. Come on.
Oh, the bushwhacker country is bad land, a law unto its own.
Where the gunman rides and the outlaw hides among its caves of stone.
For the bushwhacker country is law unto its own. Those men who tried its riddle to crack were brave and fearless men, but each one died with a bullet in his back and never was seen again. For the bushwhacker country is deadly as a
Horse lame. Very lame.
Bad enough to stop him?
I think so.
Where's he have to hold up?
Cave. Near Hill Street.
All right. Let's circle around those trees and rocks.
His horse.
Probably in the cave.
Ashby? Come on out of there, Ashby.
Go away, Herb. I don't want to hurt you.
You come on out here and try it.
You come in and get me.
I'm not that stupid. I can wait out here as long as you can wait in there. Why waste time?
I got plenty of time.
Is that the only entrance to the cave?
Just that opening.
You sure?
Only one opening, Mr. Herb.
Ashby, I want to talk to you about that killing. Ashby?
It's too great a range even for the bunt line. At least he knows we mean business.
I'm big fool.
That's my fault, Mr. Cousin.
But I see only one opening.
I did worse. I underestimated Ashby. Should have known he wouldn't go in there without having another way out.
That bad man, he steal my horse.
We'll get him. Come on, get up here with me. Come on. Hold on.
He stopped to help Doggy out of water hole. Think about this man. First, he's kind to me. He does not shoot me. Then he steal my horse. Now he's kind to Doggy.
Well, never mind about that. Ashby's headed towards his home place. Can't run forever. Come on. Come on.
My horse!
Come on, get off. Ashby still might be there. You circle around back. I'll give you time to get there.
Ashby ride his own horse into brush.
Leaving me a note.
Nice letter.
Listen. Wyatt Earp, dear sir. You and your Indian friend go back to Wichita. I have plenty of good food and cartridges. If you stay in bushwhack, I'll have to kill you. Turner Ashby. Kind and thoughtful of him, huh?
Man, give me back my horse.
Sure. He shot at you, too.
Bullet go high, though.
Now go on, finish it. You think I ought to let Turner go, huh?
He let us go, Mr. Earp. He could kill us 3-4 times. From cave, from rock, from brush, from this house.
Just wanted to let us get farther into bushwhacking.
Maybe.
You can stay here if you want. I'm going to go after him.
Wait, my friend. This man know bushwhacker country more than me. You think we hunt him? We go after him, he be hunting us.
All right, then. You stay here.
was stirred. Meant this mount here.
Can't you read, Earp? I told you what had happened.
Go ahead and shoot, Ashby. Just your kind of target.
You hit?
No. I think I break leg.
You're right. Now, hold on now. It's going to hurt.
No, please. Ashby, catch us.
Gotta rest.
Take it easy.
Watch. All right. Well, Ashby was shooting awful close. You reckon he missed us on purpose?
I think he wants us to live.
I wonder why.
I do not know. He's part good and part bad man. He do not kill us. But he steal my horse. Make me break leg. But next time he see us, I do not know.
Come on. You take a nap. I'll keep a lookout. Hello, Ashby.
Don't move.
If I wanted to move, I'd have shot you as you came around that boulder. That gun looks almost new.
Yeah, it is.
What'd you do with your old one?
I traded it in 3 months ago. Why are you so interested?
Well, Gillum was shot with an old gun. It was so old it tipped the bullet sideways.
I told your Indian I didn't kill him.
Then why'd you run?
I held up Gillum for the money he cheated me out of. I heard Jones yelling that I shot him. Man doesn't like to hang for something he didn't do.
I'm inclined to believe you.
That's nice of you.
You could have shot us in the back, but you didn't.
What are you getting at?
Why don't you come to Wichita? I'll find the man who shot Gillum. You'll be cleared.
I don't trust you or any John Law.
All right, suit yourself. One thing you ought to think about.
Such as what?
I'm going to take my friend here to Doc Fabrique and get his leg set. Then I'll be coming back. I'll hunt you day and night until I find you.
Earp, I came here to tell you something. In Bushwhacker, I do the hunting. Come alone or bring a posse. I won't be so kind-hearted next time. Front, back, or sideways, you'll get it.
That man talked bad.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Cousin. The man's going to kill you doesn't waste a lot of time talking about it. I think I know him now.
Ashby afraid to kill?
No. Your first hunch was right. He's got a hot temper but a warm heart.
You know him, but he know you?
Well, let's hope so. Well, let's point him north. We still got to find the real killer. Sure that leg is set good and straight?
Huh? You want to take over the operation?
I promised Mr. Cousin that he wouldn't limp.
All you gotta do is find the fellow who shot Pharaoh Gillum. Leave the doctoring to me.
Let the killer stew a while. You see your watch. 4:30. Gives me till 1 a.m. to take a nap. You tell Mr. Cousin that I got a room for him over at the hotel when he wakes up.
What about my fee? It'll be $10.
See how good a job you did first. Mr. Cousin limps, you're going to pay the fee. 1 scalp.
If I don't get my fee, you'll be limping.
Let's have a nightcap, boss. Take it easy. That Ashby fellow's on his way to Texas by now.
Herb should have caught him. Our great marshal can't even arrest a crazy cow farmer.
Sure, but that's tough going down on a bushwhacker. Well, they tell me that Marshal Earp's been...
Don't make excuses for Wyatt Earp.
Sure.
You sleep upstairs tonight. Everything's locked up.
All right. Good night, boss. Don't worry about it.
Yeah? Who is it?
Turner Ashby.
Wait a minute.
Come on. Open the door. I'll break it down.
Nice old gun you got here, Mr. Jones.
Come on. Marshal Earp, you say you can produce some exhibits in your case against the prisoner here?
That's right, Your Honor. Ollie? This first exhibit, Your Honor, is the hind quarter of beef. The second exhibit is that door, which was taken from the rear of Denver Jones's saloon. The third exhibit is this old gun, which I took from Denver Jones last night when he fired at me through that door.
Dr. Fabric has testified that Pharaoh Gillum was killed with a gun that turned the bullet sideways. Now, that door is so badly splintered that I can't tell which way the bullets were traveling.
With the court's permission. Would you go down here, sir? A bullet spinning properly makes a round hole in flesh. As you can see, this one wobbled and entered sideways.
Yes, but I don't see...
That still don't prove I had the gun on the night Pharaoh was shot. I tell you, Turner Ashby killed him. If he was innocent, why did he run away? How do you answer that, Marshal Earp?
The prisoner has a good point there. Your failure to apprehend the other suspect in the case leaves the court in doubt.
Turner Ashby will come back, Your Honor.
What assurance have you of that?
Well, sir, I hunted him and he hunted me. We got to know each other. I'd appreciate having a little more time.
You've made a good point, and the prisoner's made a good point. I'd like a little time to consider this myself. This case will be resumed Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
Court's adjourned.
You were almost too late. I hear you arrested Denver Jones. For a John Law, that was pretty smart. For a man on the run, it's always pretty smart to stop running. I asked for a postponement, but now we won't need one. Come on.
he cleaned up the country, the old Wild West country. He made law and order prevail, and none can deny it. The legend of Wyatt forever will live on the trail.
Oh, Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp, brave, courageous, and bold. Long live his fame, and long live his glory, and long may his story be told. Long may his story be told.
আপনি কিন্তু দেখতে যথেষ্ট সুন্দরী একজন মানুষ, দেখতে বেশ রোমান্টিক, যেন শেক্সপিয়ারের নাটকের কোনো নায়িকার মতো। ভেবেছিলাম, কিন্তু আপনি তো পুরোটাই মর্মান্তিক। যে কোনো মানুষ আপনাকে দেখে মর্মাহত হতে পারে।
এইখানে গাড়ি থামা। আমার হালকা হতে 1 মাস সময় লেগেছে।
আপনার 1 মাস সময় লাগে? আমার হালকা হতে তো 1 মিনিট লাগে।
আমার কাছে মনে হয় জীবনসঙ্গী এমন হওয়া উচিত যার সাথে আপনি প্রতিটা মুহূর্ত উপভোগ করতে পারবেন, সারাক্ষণ খুনসুটিতে মেতে থাকতে পারবেন, এবং তার মনে এমনভাবে বসবাস করবেন যে আপনার দিকে সে একটাবার তাকালেই বলে দিতে পারবে যে তার বেঁচে থাকার কারণই আপনি।
পথে চলতে চলতে, কথা বলতে বলতে, কখন যেন হলে আমার।
জানি গল্পে গল্পে, মিশে অল্পে অল্পে, আমিও হয়ে গেছি তোমার।
ছোট ছোট ভুল ফুটে হলো ফুল, যে তোমাকে পেলাম।
গুটি গুটি পায়ে স্বপ্নের নাই, আমি ভেসে গেলাম।
আপনি কি মনে করেছেন একজন মানুষ আমার জীবন থেকে চলে গিয়েছে এবং আপনি সেই সুযোগটা কাজে লাগিয়ে আপনার ফিলিংসগুলো আমার কাছে এক্সপ্রেস করবেন আর আমি সেটা হ্যাপিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করে নিব? এই হচ্ছে আপনার বন্ধুত্বের নমুনা?
রোদের পাখি তোর শহরে, আমার মনের স্বপ্ন ঘিরে। ওরে পাখি ওরে সারাক্ষণ, তোর শহরে বৃষ্টি হলে ভিজে আমার মন।
May mắn rồi nè, điện từ bao nhiêu quay được người thôi, phải có may mắn cơ mới thích lâu lâu. Mình gọi là khỏe phết đùa. Không có Guardian Cherry mà vẫn hâu Guardian à? Thực sự là cầu nguyện không vậy? Thực sự là cầu nguyện ra Guardian không? Cái thằng lái xe này, lái xe bay rồi, xe bay nhưng mà vẫn cần bánh. Sự nhón không? Nhón đó, mày nhón không? Ui Galio rồi, what the hell? Ui nói ở kia thì không có tập. Chơi Galio rồi, để Galio ngoài, chưa cần lắm. Cũng xịn đấy, nhưng mà thiếu xe lát, nhận được xe lát nữa là xong. Perfect tiếp à? Thêm nữa không? One more. Ê, 135 xuống 126 rồi, nó reset. One more này. One more. One ai không được. One more. Không one more à? Quả đấy, đây, được rồi. One more. Two more. Hãy si bà si kia. Nope. Mày bay. 5 4 à, thực sự là 5 củ ấy nên là 50%. Quay đều cái gì đấy, không skip được, quên mất. Thôi thầy về kia thì bay thì kiếm tiền gì bớt, quá mạnh. Ra một tuổi mà rồi lên go 4, cứ chỉ go 4 cho tôi vậy, chôn tôi à? Vẫn thắng à? Sự bay là tỷ bóng. Anh ác quỷ rồi, hóa ác quỷ rồi. Từ ngày em đi anh hóa thành ác quỷ. Ride a Car Simulator. 22 củ à? Anh sẽ bay được tầm 400 củ, 450 thì mới lên cấp tiếp theo được. Sợ bình chỉ linh ấy. Nhanh mà nhẹn, ui bay nhanh đét, tốc độ sự vua. Tốc độ sự vua ấy, tốc độ sử dụng một đẳng cấp Pro VIP. Chuẩn không vậy? Thắng được không vậy? Rồi, có mỗi con cho gát sẽ làm chi? Có mỗi cho gát làm chi? Cho gát 2 mũ thích nghi à? Làm chi? Ui, thổi đau phết, đùa. Ê, nó thắng được cái cút đấy. Ê, nó thổi chết Zone này. Không chết rồi. Có 2 cái mũ kia đéo chết rồi. 2 mũ đấy chỉ là kích thêm sát thương phép. Xong rồi. Quả chém mới là của mình rồi, chắn luôn. Đi chợ 100 máu bốc lửa. Đồ Zone này, cái cục đấy sự xịn không? Ban lan chắn à? Đồ cổ này, 15% hút báo chủ sở đồng minh được đấy. Cái ui mất lắc rồi. Còn những cục kia, con cục vàng. Lấy một cục vàng đi. Rồi trở lại cái này, ha sorry, mày bay cao, một lần bay được tầm 40 triệu.
ভালোবাসা সুন্দর, ভালোবাসাও সুন্দর, মানুষ নিজের অজান্তেই ভালোবেসে ফেলে।
আমার মনে হয় কি জানেন, আপনার মতো জানাশোনা কাউকে না আমার বিয়ে করা উচিত।
এটা কি উপলক্ষে?
ম্যাডাম ফুলটা গ্রহণ করুন, তারপরে বলতেছি।
ভোটার আইডি কার্ডে যার স্বাক্ষরের জায়গায় টিপসই দেয়, এখানে কেউ ডাক্তার।
এই দুইজনের মধ্যে যে আগে ম্যাডামের মন জয় করতে পারবে, ম্যাডাম তার।
একদিন না দেখলে তোমায় বন্ধু আন্ধার লাগে সব, তোমার এই প্রেমে এমনই টান।
রোগীদের তো ডক্টরের কাছে আসলে ব্যথা কমে যায়, আপনি একটু উল্টো বলবেন। আপনি কি একটু উল্টা?
তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, তোমায় ছাড়িয়া যাব মরিয়া, যেও না বন্ধু আমার, ভুলিয়া।
আমার মনে হয় আমার সমস্যা কপালে, ম্যাডাম আমার কপালে নেই, আমার কপালে আছে দাগ।
Này, sao thế nhỉ? Sao thế ít nổ boom. Sao mày? Trời ơi. Không quá rồi. Rồi, cút. Xong, cút. Mèo 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 mèo. Cái gì đấy? Lò đắc bù làm mau vậy anh? Chuẩn không vậy. Thầy lái nha, thầy lái tốc độ cao xem muốn lái không. Từ từ. Mày ấy á, xít được. So ride a car in high speed ấy. Chuẩn không? Hay á? Không được. Sửa tốc độ cao. Tốc độ cao đét mà. Rồi một lần. Hai lần thứ hai. 300 lap à? 400 lap. Chuẩn không thầy? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Chuẩn không? Ui tốc độ cao đấy. 378 lap cho 400. Này à, bắt đầu thua. Thua, mày khỏe đấy. 2299 á. Mày đấu sĩ á. Mình lẫn vào mày được méo ăn uống đầy đủ nhỉ? Thằng này được ăn uống đầy đủ. 2299 là phải không? Không. Tôi đâu chuyển hóa bàn đấu. Đúng đi em.
Đúng.
Ô, phải chấm. Đây em. Full rồi. Không biết. Ok thầy ơi. Mai sẽ ride a cat. Lâu rồi. 15 phút. Well played bro. Mày lái luôn đấy, lái. Bình vua lái racing boy. Nhốt luôn. Chết không? Ngồi đi. Đéo đi à? Vào nó kèm rất siêu linh. Đéo có đủ mana để chết. Phải không? Cũng là khỏe rồi ra. Đánh bài gì với cả Nautilus 2.
তোমাকে 15 লাখ টাকাই দিতে হবে। তুমি যদি দিতে না পারো তোমার বাবাকে কল দাও। তোমার যত জমি জিরাত বাড়িতে যা যা আছে এগুলো বেচা হইলেও তোমরা আমাদের টাকা পাই করে শোধ করবা।
একটা ব্যাপার কি খেয়াল করছো? শহরে কিন্তু দুইটা রূপ, রাতের এক রূপ, দিনের আর এক।
বেঁধেছি ঘর হৃদয়ের পর, গাঢ় সবুজ ওই গহীন বনে।
আরে ব্রো, সবসময় চিল থাকতে হবে, কিচ্ছু মাথায় নেওয়া যাবে না।
ভালোবাসা হচ্ছে একজন আরেকজনের উপর ভরসা করে, একজন আরেকজনের হাতের উপর হাত রেখে এই জীবনটা কাটিয়ে দেয়। কিছু মানুষ এই রাত জেগে থাকে আর টাকার বিনিময়ে সুখ খোঁজে। বসুন।
এখন তো সিরিয়াস হওয়া উচিত, তাই না? আমি তো কোথাও যাচ্ছি না পার্টি করতে। তুমি কেন যাচ্ছ? কেন বন্ধ করতে পারতেছো না বলো তো? কার যে কোথায় সুখ সেটা তার প্রিয় মানুষটাও কখনো জানতে পারে না।
পাশাপাশি তবু যাচ্ছি বিপরীতে, কাছাকাছি তবু যাচ্ছি বহু দূরে।
হাই, ইউ লুক গুড।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Lắp bằng số phát chết át thì mày qua là bạn góc kia chưa? Mày đi, mày đi, 40 tháng gì? Đây rồi, đến được giao dòng rồi. Kiếm đồ tanh. Tốc độ cao vậy thôi, 130.000 quay thì tốc độ cao đấy. Khiếp, 3 thằng tốc độ cao đua nhau à? Anh sắp dừng rồi, anh sắp đến giới hạn. Tần quỷ đây. Đua nhau rồi chứ nhỉ? Sao nó bị nhau lên nhỉ? Đấy 415 này, lục mới à? 20 này, rồi new record. Bảo mà tận 430 quay. Lục mới tận 130 sự có ai vượt qua được. Có tiền à? Đây, add 2. Rồi đây. Rồi xong rồi. Một cái đồ thủ à? Thôi tượng đi. Nếu có đồ. Thế rồi. Hết rồi. Chi cái xa này. Kéo dài. Là còn ý đây cút lắm ạ. Rồi, không phải thằng này. Ý đây cầm cái cút. Thằng một con là 2 ạ. Add 2 không sao. Vừa đây add 1 sợ điết. Hay thằng Oan gửi đồ à? Không sao, mình có hai bên 2 thú tượng mà. Ui, set nhảy được ấy nhở? Set 1 ạ. Hỏng rồi, thua thì đéo không được. Set vẫn sống mà. Đéo hiểu. Rồi, mình sợ gặp thằng này cút luôn quá. Nếu mà giết được nó gặp nó chắc cút luôn. Khỏe đấy. Chịu rồi. Đánh bài 5, đánh bài xong đấu Long Vương. Sự khỏe vãi, anh đéo đánh được. Anh gặp thằng anh thua luôn. Đi lao 3 hoặc là set 2 thì còn có cơ hội. Thấy đó thật. Rồi cộng 10 perfect cho tao. Thằng cầm át nhỉ. Thằng này cầm một con át. Đéo ra át 2. Cười rất chịu. Ngon thì lớt à. Anh đặt đi lao 3. Rồi gặp thằng này rồi. Gặp thằng ấy rồi. Kệ đi. Thôi anh bay tiếp, anh không quan tâm. Không quan trọng vụ nổ lớn. Đi lê kìa, sợ vãi. Ê thằng này xin xuống đây đấy. Rồi xong rồi, thua rồi. Đi rồi. Đi xin xuống.
দরকার পড়লে একটা রিকশাওয়ালাকে বিয়ে করবো, তারপর তোকে বিয়ে করতে
তুমি যদি মরো যাও আমি তোমাকেই বিয়ে করব।
দেখো বিয়ে এত সোজা
আমার 5টা কন্ডিশন।
কয়টা?
5টা।
আমি জেডি সাফায়েত রমরাজন। স্যার এটা তো ভোটার আইডি কার্ড স্যার।
বাড়িতেই করবেন নাকি হোটেলে?
না আপনি যেমনটা ভাবছেন বিষয়টা তা না। ভাই আপনি তো করবেন।
তোমাকে দিয়ে হবে না, আমি জানতাম। শুধু সময় নষ্ট করো না।
ভাই আপনি তো অনন্ত দলিল না যে অসম্ভবকে সম্ভব করে আপনার কাজ। জিমি
কি হচ্ছে?
আচ্ছা
আঙ্গের একদম বইরা দিমু। যাচ্ছে সব বাইট কর।
শর্ত দিয়ে বিয়ে
ভাই যে বয়সে মানুষ গার্লফ্রেন্ডের কামড় খায় সে বয়সে আপনি কুত্তার কামড় খেয়ে হাসপাতালে ভর্তি হয়েছেন।
Cái chắc chắn mấy ngày toàn ở đâu ấy. Ui Hiếu béo làm chắc giải điếc rồi sao? Chưa thằng nào không uy tín. Được mấy thằng đệ mà. Ui tao đây làm vũ đảm bảo mày nha. Xong tao có gì đảm bảo mày đâu, chỉ có bọn tao tự đưa nhau ra đảm bảo cho mày thôi. Ok nhá, tao mạng cũng xong. Thấy không? Sao? What the hell?
Ha 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 đúp. Nói chuyện đi, nói chuyện. Chịu ơi, broccoli ơi, chịu rồi. Yes. Thôi thế kể nói chuyện hôm nọ đi. Thế thôi kể nói chuyện hôm nọ đi. Xong. Kể nói chuyện hôm nọ đi xong. Lần nào cũng thế rồi. Không, chỉ là không ở được cùng thôi, không ở được cùng cái gì. À, thôi mấy thằng em đi để bọn anh nghe chuyện tí. Làm cái gì à? Căng ấy nhờ. Vui nhá. Vui. Gì căng à? Lại còn chơi cùng nữa. Chịu em ơi. Vic code liên tục. Chắc à. Đánh mình ba người. Nhưng không làm gì đâu, thằng ấy có làm gì đâu. Hiểu béo. Phải chứ? Có kẻ đâu, nhưng mà ý là liên quan gì thằng yêu Khôi đâu. Ý là có liên quan gì nó đâu. Sao đâu Hiếu ơi, không sao đâu. Anh có C không phải vấn đề. Anh có F mà Hiếu. À. Thấy chưa, bảo mà Hiếu. C là ngon rồi, tôi anh cái gì nữa. Cái môn đấy đầy đằng trượt. Có anh tin 1 tin 3, 2 con A. Khỏe đấy. Đây, một lùi ơi, phải làm mấy cái là kiếm lốc. Có cái sâu zin nào? Rồi, chống cái sâu zin này. Để dễ lắm mà. Đó. Gì. Đúng rồi, cái sáng chú đăng bài đi Hiếu. Toàn 8 cộng, xong rồi chú cứ bảo là thấp thế. Thế không có thằng đăng bài nữa nói. Có thấy không? A rồi, ra ngược lại rồi. Ba mấy thằng Hiếu à? Ai à, đấy một lúc lui. Xếp là ngược lại à? Cháu không biết gì. Không. Ôi à. Ơ. Ơ. Gì. À, mà giống. À. Nhà vui không? Lớp cửa thấy tanh tanh rồi. Trấn xứ Thanh Hóa. Đứng im. Ai mà gì đâu, không có gì đâu, không có gì đâu, có gì đâu, không kể, có gì đâu mà kể, có gì đâu mà đi kể, mà bó kể, của tao có liên quan gì đến nó mà kể. Ừ. Quỷ lắm chịu được. Đèo. Mà dám cơn ngủ à? Quỷ à? Tôi là dí cu đít sao? Giống nhau chịu được. Càng gậy cay như đẹp trai như broccoli. Ô, chị biết không à? Đi rồi. Và máu á. Phải chưa? Ban gì 97 à? Tôi bố mày à? Cái gì đây? Tao có nghe nhầm không? Đoán đoán mà. Anh phải là em lớp 12 mà Quang, phải là em lớp 2 mà. Hoành ấy. Đây thử là kia. Ui, hỏng ơi, thằng. Phải đi. Một con tanh và một con đam ạ. Ui dồi. Ôi thua rồi, một cái đéo với đam ấy, đéo hiểu. Thế chết mẹ đi à. Đợt nó 2 cái 7 nó bằng tuổi của anh Quang. Nó đã bằng tuổi mà. À, 3 giờ 6 giờ mới học. À thằng Cương vừa xin gạo mà, nhưng mà xin gạo phòng nào. Ơi cái gạo mà nó cho tao nấu ấy lâu cô nhiều à. Mai anh mang sang nhé. Cảm ơn. Mai anh mang cả đồ ăn của anh sang.